wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for so wanna be together, be together? Babe, I want you. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters. I got feelings about you. Oh yeah, butterflies every time I'm with you. Oh yeah. I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for so wanna be together, be together? Babe, I want you. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters. Are you down for love? Are you up for so wanna be together, be I wanna be Babe, I want you. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters to me.
Os livros na estante já não têm mais tanta importância. Do muito que eu li, do pouco que eu sei, nada me resta, a não ser a vontade de te encontrar. O motivo já nem sei, nem que seja só para estar ao seu lado, só pra ler no seu rosto uma mensagem de amor. Uma mensagem de amor. Os livros na estante já não têm mais tanta importância. Do muito que eu li, do pouco que eu sei, nada me resta, a não ser a vontade de te encontrar. O motivo já nem sei, nem que seja só para estar ao seu lado, só pra ler no seu rosto uma mensagem de amor. Mensagem de amor. Uma mensagem
No writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
Say what's wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. No. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies.
Come on in, let's go.
'Cause I'll find a better one. I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. Nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah.
Yo, we are back. We are back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Peace and blessings. Happy Friday to everyone that is out here tonight. You are here at another episode of the Black Bottom Roscast. I am your host, Ross Lee. We are here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and definitely have a good time doing it. Hope everyone had a good week. We are here at the weekend. This is the late night edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. So like I tell y'all all the time, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike always say, get you some juice. But you got to leave them pills alone because them mugs will kill you. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Marion, shout out to you. I hope everybody is blessed tonight. Hit the like button on the way in, and please hit the subscribe if you are new. We always try to do what we do right now. We got a lot to talk about. I'm not going to go with a long drawn soliloquy. So, you know how we always start off. We always start off with a body cam, but I'm doing something a little different tonight. So shout out to AC Reacts. You know, he does a lot of different stuff on his channel. He has a few different channels. I've been watching a lot of the stuff that he does. He's basically right now, doing a lot of bad body cam, reactions. And we really got to understand something and get things in order, right? Especially in the black community. The way we handle ourselves, the way we conduct ourselves, the way we move in society has to change. We are starting to be we starting to be characters out here. We starting to be looked at in some kind of clown form. We are starting to be looked at in the way where everyone wants to look at us as some kind of joke. And it all starts from home. I truly believe that the reason why we are at the plight that we are as a society is because of the lack of the family structure as far as the man and the woman in the household. And it really shows this weary head. This is a perfect example right here. This is a high school student that just bucks up at structure, bucks up with, some kind of guidance and runs amok in this in particular high school at this time. I'm gonna let my man AC, do his part with it. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna have our reaction to it, and we're gonna have some grown folks conversations behind it, and really see what can we do to change this mindset, change this behavior, change this ideology as far as how we really handle things out here in the world. So without further ado, let's get this one started.
If you ask me, right, about teachers and their pay grade and their salaries, they don't get paid enough. Honestly, these teachers are godsends because they don't get paid enough. They can go into other fields and make money. They do not get paid enough as teachers, especially when it comes to dealing with this crap. So you got a young Keisha in high school, right? Who's causing a disturbance. A high school senior causing a disturbance to the point where they had to call the police.
Then you can come back and do whatever you have to do.
So what am I going down here for?
They're going to tell you. Thank you. It's a great decision.
What am I going down here for?
That's a great decision. All right, y'all. Oops, sorry. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
I'm not. You keep. What am I going down here for?
He's-
For what? For what? Okay, for what? For what?
We will talk about it with you.
Okay, for what?
Let's go.
Talk to me later.
Oh.
And see, and right here be troubling to me. Why are these newer children so abrasive with people of authority, especially in high school? You know, and it perplexes me because it's like, okay, you know, you're in a different stage in life. You know, you have certain staff people that work at this school every day. You see them every day. They see you every day. But what's the problem is that it hurts me to see that obviously there's something going on with this in particular student, right? And what pisses me off about the school system, especially in public schools, they don't look at this as, man, maybe this is a cry for help. Maybe there's something going on why this child is acting this way. This is not an adult. This is a teenager acting like this. So what's really going on in this girl's life that's making her act this way? And I understand that sometimes, you know, it gets overbearing and you might have to call other officials to try to regulate what's going on. But that can only go so far. It has to be a solution for these situations. And this is why I really feel that we really need to focus on really having facilities and people that have expertise in mental health issues, trauma issues, and things like that. Because this is stemming from something deeper than what the school is doing. Okay. This is not just something that just because, you know, of whatever this student, this child is dealing with from the school. This is a deep-seated trauma issue that this girl is dealing with. And if she don't get it together, she's going to live a hard life. She's going to have a lot of problems. But let's just see just how this girl acts. And we're going to talk more about it. So let's go.
Off me, Coco. I don't give a know that.
All right. Well,
Okay.
come on, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's just go.
For what?
Where are you trying to get to?
For what? For what? What am I going for?
They're going to tell you.
For what? Huh? What am I going to the office
Why
for?
are you getting his face?
Because he me every day. He just did this yesterday. Yes. He's a bitch. Yes, he's a bitch. Yeah, yes he is. You are too. You are too. All y'all some.
Go.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going. No, that. Back to the border. Especially that one. Somebody keep mad. They have a order.
You're right.
Call my mom. Where y'all call her. Want to fuck me every day. Every day.
Let's
Just got
talk-
school.
let's
Just got
talk-
dropped off.
Let's talk.
He already, as soon as he seen me, start whispering to us. Okay. You know how I am. So you don't feel how I feel.
We'll come talk about it.
Okay. Hello?
As if she couldn't get more disrespectful, she decided to ignore the officer's orders and take a call from her mother. She continued demanding to know why she was in trouble, but every time the officer tried to explain it to her, she refused to listen.
And if you really look at her mannerisms, she's really having some kind of a mental breakdown. She's really having some kind of emotional disconnect as far as following instructions and expressing how she feel. And a lot of times these youngsters don't really know how to express themselves. And a lot of that has to deal with whatever goes on in their household. You know, I try my best, me and my wife try our best to really, if our children is going through things, to really sit them down and find out what bothers them, what their icks are, so to speak, in this modern terminology that we're in right now. What's upsetting them, so we can come up with some kind of a resolution instead of just turning our back, just hollering at them, you know, putting disciplining them in a way where they feeling less than and stuff like that. We got to stop doing that. I think a lot of the problems with these youngsters is because the parents don't really know how to interact with their children. I really believe that the number one problem why these children crash out like this, these young individuals, these young adults crash out like that because the parents don't take the proper time and effort to really talk to these children. And we got to do better, y'all. If you don't like to see all these kind of situations happen, especially when law enforcement get involved, because right now, like I said, they record everything. But this whole victimization, this whole, you know, guilt trip, this whole woe is me attitude, it got to change within our people, because a lot of times it's not that. A lot of times it's just the fact that these people don't know how to truly express themselves in a manner that others can understand. Whereas if they might need to get some help, then they need to get that kind of help. Bible, let's go.
If you
Why?
want to talk, we'll
Because
talk.
I want to take my pictures?
Mhm.
For what? Okay, why?
You want to talk?
No, I've been with talk to you in the hole.
Go in that room and we'll
No.
tell you why.
No.
Go in that office and we will tell you what was going on.
No, y'all just want to mess with me every day. Y'all just
No. Don't touch him.
everything. This is mine. Oh, jeez.
Look. This is what society is tired of. It's not black fatigue. No. It's Keisha fatigue. It's Keisha fatigue.
No, AC. I gotta disagree with you. It ain't just that. It's the fatigue of the culture. Cause there are young men that be crashing out as well. And it's a problem. And we gotta understand, well, where is that problem stemming from? And I truly believe that the breakdown of the family structure in the black community and the lack of a male role model or influence, father, things like that, that's not around, I really truly believe that that's another reason why we have these issues, especially with our youth. I really believe that we have an issue with the family structure. The family structure in our community is broken. There is a small percentage of the black community that really hold firm to true family structure. I truly believe that the large majority of the black community doesn't care about structure, guidance, respect, and even trying to learn knowledge of self. And this is becoming a main problem. We're so fascinated with social media, what's the modern trends, with all these other things, but we negate and we gloss over this trying to learn how to be better people. And like I said, it all starts from home. So this young girl is acting like this because she's lacking something at the house. Okay.
Teague. Society is so sick and tired of this, and you know, productive black men, they seen this every day. Who do you think is more sick of this than productive black men? Productive black men are way more sicker than this than anybody else, because they know what this is. A lot of them was raised around this. They act just like their mothers. This is a reflection of their mothers. The wig, look how long that wig, look how long that wig is. Wig, weave, whatever it is. Look how long that is. It's not yours. The lashes, the attitude.
First off, why are you parents allowing your teenage daughters to go to school even with that kind of aesthetic? I understand, oh yeah, y'all always want to try to keep up with the Joneses, which y'all see on social media and television and whatever the case may be. But there's no reason why this young lady, I don't know how old she is. She's definitely not 18. She's definitely, not 14. Well, who knows? Because some of them be looking older than how they supposed to be because of the stress factors and whatever else may be happening. But I'm not about to have my high school daughters going to school with long over the top weaves and wigs on and eyelashes and dressing any old kind of way, presenting themselves with the image of a whore. You're supposed to be worrying about your education, not how you look. And if her peers or his peers don't like how he's presenting himself in that position of life, then you really need to look at not only yourself as a parent, that school system as an institution, and the people that they associate themselves with. You would want your children to be in a better environment as well. But anyway, well, let's go.
The makeup, the profanity, the disrespect. They think they don't have to answer to anybody. And I keep telling you, the reason why is because there is no male authority in the rat community. You think they treating these guys bad? Imagine how they treat those black males in the rat community. You see, they do this all day in the rat community. They can't do this outside of the rat community because there's rules and regulations. And this is where they crash out at. When they're not in the rat community, they get hit with consequences because in the rat community, it's ran by the matriarch. It's ran by their mothers, their grandmothers. She just walked up on this man and just put hands on him.
He's not going to snatch that, is he? Okay. Now you're done. You're done. Don't do that.
Bro, get off of me, okay? Get off of me, bro.
Don't do that.
Okay, don't do that. Get off of me, bro. Get off of me.
Get your hands off.
Get off of me. You get your hands off of me, bro. Yes.
And the sad thing is, this is a very troubled child. This is a child that don't know how to follow instructions. This is a child that don't know proper authority. This is a person that just does whatever the fuck she wants to do. And the only way a child like that moves like this is because whoever's raising her is allowing her to just to do whatever and to get away with whatever it is that they get away with at home. So because they get away with it at home, they feel they can get away with it in public, at their job, at their school, whatever the case may be, whatever the dynamic is. And this shit here has to stop, y'all. Y'all, us, we are making ourselves look really bad out here. You know, well, how we handle certain situations, how we conduct ourselves, we are doing ourselves an injustice by moving like this. If she's doing this shit now in high school, imagine what she's going to do when she's 20, when she's 25, when she's 30, if she don't get her mind and her act together. And it ain't just the women, it's the men, the young men as well. If they don't know how to get their act together, man, you're going to live a very traumatic, very hostile, a very bullshit way of life. It's not going to get better for you. And I know some people are like, well, man, well, I'm supposed to bow down and cow down, you know, to society and stuff like that. No, ain't no one asking you to do that, but you should still know how to respect yourself. If you respect yourself, then all this other shit shouldn't even be to this extent. It's our own actions that make things harder for ourselves. And that's in all races, not just in the Black community. But what's being highlighted more and more, especially on social media, since Black people are the, like in this country, some of the perpetrators of just abusing social media to whatever we utilize it for. A lot of us cannot stay out of our goddamn phones. And I'm not saying that we can't utilize this technology to, you know, bring understanding to the world and what we need to see, right? I'm not saying that, but it's a manner and a way how we supposed to do this and utilize this. A lot of us use it and don't be productive and nothing else. They'll be on this social media platforms and on these phones more than they worrying about earning a living, getting a job, maintaining a roof over your head, building a future. If you spent more time focusing on those things instead of always in that goddamn device, you might do better. But anyway, what do I know?
Bro, get off of me. Okay, I'm stopping. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop resisting now.
Bro,
Stop resisting now.
get off of me.
No, you're done. You're
Okay, I
done.
can
You
be
put your
done.
hands on administrator. You are done.
Bro, Coco, cut him down.
Stop.
I'm not f***ing with this. Get the f*** off of me, bro.
At first, there was no need for the cuffs to come out because the last thing the cops want to do is arrest a student in school. However, due to her uncooperative and belligerent behavior, she left the officer with no choice.
I am calm.
All right.
I was calm.
I'm done.
I was calm.
No.
Be done. Be done. I don't care.
This whole interaction, she was calm. What if that's calm? I hate to see what she's like when she's turned, as y'all say. If she was calm before then, I would hate to see what she's like when she really pops off. What the fuck are we talking about, man? This is insane. This is the outlook of how the black community is looked at. Everyone out here in society looks at our community as dysfunctional, overly emotional, don't know how to conflict resolve, don't know how to emotionally be stable. There is a serious problem. For a girl to be this young, oh damn, and I had to pause it on that fucking, like, look right there. Look at this. She got this bullshit ass hair in her head. A teenager. She got these bullshit lashes on. How she dresses just, man, it's just whatever. Just no respect for herself. And she has a bad attitude, like that's beyond reasoning. Like I say, shout out to law enforcement that have to deal with this and other kind of people all over this country, because I can't do it, man. I'm not about to sit here and deal with this shit. And this girl really thought that she was on something. She really thought that she can like overpower these people. And that's not that she was stronger than them. They just didn't want to hurt her. They didn't want that kind of a stain on them and for a lawsuit. They really was trying to handle her as careful as they could, but she was really making it difficult. And this is why I say shout out to law enforcement, because if I was law enforcement, this wouldn't have lasted this long. This video would have been over in 10.5 seconds, because I'm not dealing with this. I'll be in internal affairs every other day. They're like, damn, Sergeant Lee, why'd you do that? Well, you saw it, Johnson. I'm not about to do all that. I'm not about to do all this extra shit. I'm not about to go back and forth with a child, because I got to look at their parent. Like, what is the parent doing? How does the parent raise this child to be like this at this older but younger stage in their life? This is test studies right here we're doing right now. This is the test study. And, you know, so many women talking about, oh man, I'm independent, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that. But you raise your kids like this. You raise your children to be disrespectful. You're influenced by social media and reality television. And it's a destruction. And it was designed to do that. And y'all just not seeing it for what it truly is. But let's go.
You put your hands on me. What's up? What's up? You want to put your hands on me? Now you want to press charges, bro. Get off of me. Okay, be done. I don't care. Move, Coco. I don't give a
I'm not going to call your mom.
Why?
Because you're done.
Okay, I'll call my mom.
That's right. You're done. You're done out here. Finito for you. Call your mother for what? What is she going to do? Is she part of the Justice League? What is she? Is she an Avenger? What's she going to do? She can't do nothing for you. See, a lot of y'all be like, you know, they stay calling their mothers because their mothers, the matriarch, they run the rat community. In the rat community, where things is uncomfortable for them, all they do is call their mother. Their mother run.
And the sad thing about it, and he makes a good point. He makes a good point. Shout out to AC Reacts and accountability commentary. He has like 3 different pages. But what really troubles me is that these women feel that they can do all this shit all by themselves. Yeah, you can keep a roof over your head. You can buy your children things. You can make sure they got food in their stomach, whatever you feed them, whether it's healthy or not. And 90% of the time, the things that our community feeds our children is not as healthy as it should be. That's why you got young ladies like this, shaped like how they shape, out of shape, overweight, all these things. Our community at a percentage is 80% overweight or obese. That's a problem. And it's because of what we consume in our communities. The things that we do in house and what your parent or your mother fixes for you because they're too lazy to really cook healthier meals. They rather buy all this processed shit and the things that you allow your children to eat out in the streets as far as this fast food and stuff like that. And certain generations before this generation didn't look and walk around looking like how these little girls and young boys is walking around. So yeah, that's a breakdown in the family structure. And some of you ladies need to stop raising these kids and popping off these kids if you just gonna just be by yourself. Because statistically, you are failing being the matriarch in your house without a man in the house to give balance. You are failing yourself and your children.
Runs the rat community, so whatever it is, she'll solve it within the rat community. Rat community problems. They don't understand. They really don't understand that activity like this, bad behavior like this, is not acceptable outside of the rat community. They don't understand that until they hit with consequences. And they're really not understanding why they have to be held accountable. They don't understand it. It's something new. It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
Stop.
Bro, Coco, you're not even stronger than me. You're slow. You're
And the crazy thing is, you heard what she just said. She was talking to one of the administrators, talking about, Coco. I guess that's like a nickname for one of these administrators, that you're not stronger than you. Look, little girl, administrative people and staff members don't want to get a case on them. So they have to handle you in a different kind of way opposed to what happens in the streets. See, this is why I can't deal with this kind of bullshit, because I'm not going to deal with you like that. I'm going to fucking, yeah, you're going to get a judo chop dead in the throat. Oh, I will immobilize your ass real quick. And I know I'm not supposed to, I'm not trying to speak on violence, none of that other shit. This is not that kind of a channel. I'm not here to say, oh man, what you gonna put your hands on a woman, blah blah blah. No, it ain't that. But if I have to put a situation in its place, me personally, I would do what I need to do. Call it what you want. This is just way too much. But let's go.
Yeah, look at him. Look at all this masculine. And you're not stronger than me. Calling him names.
You started all the fuck. Get off me. Okay.
Come on. Lotion all over her. Come on.
Because they think they tough. I'm telling you, they think they tough. They really think they can duke it out with dudes. They really think they can duke it out because their mothers tell them all the time, don't take ish from nobody, this, and that. Listen, if these Brads didn't have any restraint, she would have been lumped up a long time ago. She would have been lumped up a long time ago if these Brads right here, these administrators, these people who are actually keeping the school going, if they didn't have any restraint, they would have lumped up a long time ago. Because you could tell this is not.
Especially, not only just that, dealing with just a random motherfucker in the streets, man. Come on, man. See, you women that's single and not married and popping off all these kids, y'all need to teach y'all children better manners. And I know some of y'all say, well, I teach them manners. They doing that. No. Everything starts from home. If you start really, truly regulating their behavior, even when you hear certain things here and there that might get reported in their schools, you need to nip that shit in the bud. You need to stop that at the fucking front door. Because if you don't correct that, it is never going to get any better. But a lot of these people make excuses for why they don't correct the problem, because 9 times out of 10, the parents have the problem. It's not our fault that some of y'all have very limited education. It's not our fault that y'all don't find a good enough way of living to be better in life. It's not our fault. It kills me. It perplexes me how so many motherfuckers that go on Kendra G's platform talking about they making 6 figures and y'all lying y'all ass off. It's only a certain percentage of people in this country that make that kind of money. And I know all of them is not calling Kendra G. I know all of them is not just getting on the internet every fucking 15 minutes talking about they a boss like that. It is not statistically possible. We are at the bottom of the list that we shouldn't be at. We are at the top of the list of where we should not be at. But yet and still, we got all these 6-figure people. Knock it the fuck off, man. Y'all need to stop capping. Y'all need to really start capping and look yourselves in the goddamn mirror.
The first time that she was acting like this, not the first time she put hands on him. It's not. Look at this. Look how she's dressed, too. Look how she's dressed. What mother that cares about their child, cares about their daughter, will let her go out there looking like that unless she sees nothing?
Hey, but I will say this, though. That might not be the case, because there's been a lot of times that, children, especially in high school, they might walk out a certain way just to appease their parent, but they'll have like an extra change clothes in their book bag. We all have been there before. I did that shit. Okay, when I was a shorty. And it wasn't even in high school, it was in grade school. You want to impress, because that's just the culture of school in our community. We always want to try to impress the next person that don't really give 2 shits about you. But they're trying to find themselves They're trying to learn who they truly are as an individual. But it all starts from home. If you really build a strong foundation with these children about self care, about self respect, about respecting others, about respecting authority, if you teach your children this, they will move differently. Stop sticking these phones in their face in this modern day society and thinking that they're going to learn something better than what you can teach them. Because I hate that shit. I say this all the time in my family. I hate seeing everybody always looking in their goddamn phones. Do something else. Do something else that's positive. Do something else that's constructive. Hell, chop a tree down. Read a book. Paint a wall. I mean, anything. Build some steps. I mean, I don't look. I'm being for real. The children and the society of the day is so reliant on these phones. They are pulling themselves further and further away from reality. Let Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X, let all these social platforms shut down for a week. Motherfuckers wouldn't know how to act. They would lose their goddamn minds. They wouldn't know how to live without that shit. And that's a problem. I challenge you. I challenge anybody. Unless you're texting family and friends and stuff like that, stay off of social media for a week. See if you really got the wherewithal to do that. Because in today's society, can't no one not do it. Everybody got to post this, post that, say this, have this live, do whatever. I bet you y'all can't do it. I'm gonna challenge y'all. And if you a follower of my channel, tell me how that went. If you really did that, and tell me how you felt after you did it. Do a fast of social media. Do a consecration of social media, and see if you see things different.
Wrong with it because she's just as terrible as her when it comes to dressing because they don't age mentally. They don't age mentally. Mother's probably like 37. Still thinks she's 17. Sick.
Come on, let's go. Sit down.
Wow. Wow.
Come on. 52, I have one in custody.
Just because the officer finally managed to cuff her did not mean she was ready to cooperate. The officers wanted to search her belongings, but that was the last thing she wanted them to do.
Go take a seat.
I'm straight. I'm sitting down.
Take a seat now. I'm not
Ooh,
asking you.
Coco, boy.
No. Take a seat and stop resisting.
Ooh,
Chill
boy.
out.
Boy.
Hey, hold up. Hold up. Come on. Hey, just sit down. Just sit. Relax.
I can't.
What is it?
Oh, my bad. That's messed up. That what she just said, she can't calm down. She can't power down. So that means that she is overly aggressive. That means she don't know how to conduct herself. That is a learned fucking behavior. Not only is that, there may be something else underlining that's wrong with this girl. Why you can't just sit the fuck down and follow instructions? I see more and more of the youth in our community, boys and girls, that don't know how to shut the fuck up or sit down. They do not know how to follow instructions. So that lets me know that the parent in that household don't teach them cause and effect. Don't teach them the repercussions of their actions. This is a pestilent child at the most, at the max. This is someone that gets away with a lot of bullshit in her house. But let's go.
I don't know.
Oh, it's where's the east? Go back. Feel it shaking here.
Okay then.
Okay, let's go to my office, please. And you can either use.
Okay, I can walk.
All right, let's go. Well, too bad.
And then she got this bullshit ass hair in her head. Why do y'all let y'all children walk out looking like this? Why do y'all allow y'all children to walk out the house like this? What are y'all trying to prove? This ain't even her fucking hair. This is something else. And like my man Heavy Gant says, and I'm not even doing a body cam on him tonight because I wanted to put this on display with my man AC Reacts with his take on certain actions like these body cams. But why y'all want to put this on these children's heads? And I found out here recently that a lot of these weaves and wigs have so many different chemicals in that shit that's not good for your body. But y'all want to put this shit out here like that. Anyway, let's go.
Dean, I'm escorting you. I'm escorting you.
Yeah, he better move because
Now his name being Coco. If she's calling, is his name Coco? I ain't never heard of Brad named Coco.
you know how to get boy. Yeah, all right, boy. Hey, okay, let me go. I can walk.
No. You need to relax.
While she continued struggling and resisting arrest, she was escorted to a police office on school grounds. To protect themselves, the cops made sure that her hands were behind her back.
You're going to attach a resisting charge if you already have it.
I already did. Relax. That's why you call dogs. Relax. I am relaxed. Can you not go my arm? I already put it behind my back. I did that. Get the off my neck, dude.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Get off my neck, bro.
All right, she's double locked. All right, let's go and sit her down.
Sit down.
Well, you're about to get searched, so don't shove me.
Okay, so you're gonna catch another. Can you get your fucking hair off of me, bro? I don't need you to touch me. Who the called this? Like, take her out of here. You want to touch all on my neck? What's up?
Nobody
Sadly for
wants to
Micaiah-
touch. Ew, nobody wants to touch you. They got to make sure that where you're going, you can't have anything on you. Plus, they want to search you for any weapons or drugs or anything. This is what happens when you are detained or being arrested. This is procedure. They didn't wake up and say they want to touch you. They want to search you. No, they ain't wake up thinking that. You know, this, get your hands off me, bro. Don't touch me. Don't do this. Don't touch. What? It doesn't work. When the last time you heard a Keisha, young or old, say, don't touch me, get your hands off me, and the police did exactly just that? It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. Yet they keep saying it. The same thing as calling their mother, like that's going to work. Things just don't work. This is what you call insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results for themselves. It's not going to change. This is who they are. This is who they've been. They've been like this for a long time. The thing is that it hasn't been shown because we didn't have social media. Social media is showing you the stages of Keishaism. It's showing you it. It's showing you in real time. And the thing about it is that they're always talking about that, you know, they need to be protected. Nobody wants to protect this. Nobody wants to protect this. When things happen to them, why you think people turn their backs? Because of your attitude. You're nasty towards people. You're not respectful. You don't even respect yourself. Who wants to protect that?
And we gotta ask ourselves, where did this come from? Why is this? Where is this influence coming from? Oh, these reality TV shows, the different bullshit that you see on social media. This is why I keep saying that those two devices, if not used on a positive level, is not very positive, and it influences people to just be acting a certain way because everyone else wants to follow the leader instead of being their own person. And like I say, and also the parenting, the lack of. I'm gonna keep preaching this. I'm gonna keep preaching this until you decide to really stop being so engulfed in these damn devices and really live life like how it's supposed to be, instead of always being influenced by what's going on in social media and on these reality TV shows and all this other bullshit. You're never going to get things together until you really get back to learning what's the real with, you know, having a balanced household, having structure in a household, having discipline in a household. Until y'all really learn that shit, this is only going to get worse. This is a teenager in high school acting like this. It took 3 or 4 people to hold and contain this little girl to a point to even get some kind of control, because she has no control. But we ain't finished.
Things be happening to Keisha and people just turn their back. They don't care. They don't care because you don't care. And if you don't care how you're perceived, you don't care how you act, you don't care about anything, it's F everything, then the world is like, well, F you too, Keisha. That's how the world feels about them. They're tired of looking out for them, trying to help them. Those days are done. That's why they cutting government assistance. They cutting Section 8.5. They cutting food stamps. They cutting everything. Everything that helps them, they're cutting it. Budgets are getting slashed because they're tired of them. They're so sick and tired of them. And this is who Keisha breeds. This right here.
The struggle was useless. All she really accomplished was adding more charges to her rap sheet, which just kept on growing. After her mother showed up to collect her belongings, the only thing...
Look what the mother looks like. You got to be kidding me, man. Look what the mother looks like. Hold on. Look what the mother looks like.
Get off my neck, bro.
All right, she's double locked. All right, let's go and sit her down.
Go ahead, sit down. Well, you're about to get searched, so don't shove me.
Okay, so you're gonna catch another. Can you get your fucking hell off of me, bro? I don't need you to touch me. Who the called this? Like, take her out of here. You want to touch all on my neck? What's up?
Sadly for Micaiah, the struggle was useless. All she really accomplished was adding more charges to her rap sheet, which just kept on growing. After her mother showed up,
Look at the mother. Jiffy pop on her head. Look at the mother. Big back. Don't care about her appearance.
to collect her belongings, the only thing left to do was to get her down to the police station to be processed further.
That's all her property, okay? No problem. You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. It was her. It's no reflection on you, okay? At this point,
absolutely false. It's definitely a reflection on you. Definitely. She acts just like you.
for adults, they make their own decisions. And this is what happens. You make a wrong decision on that line, okay? So she needs to learn, just like you said. This is her opportunity. All right? This might help. All right? All right, so you've been searched. Go ahead and enter. Let me get that real quick. Okay, you all right? Watch yourself. You caught it. Good job. All right.
It's a joke. They think it's a joke.
Would you like the seatbelt on? Very well. You finna put it on? Yeah, let me put it on. Here. Go ahead and lean back. Good.
They charged Micaiah with battery on law enforcement, resisting an officer with violence, disrupting or disturbing school, teen possession under 21, and possession of under.
So, battery, resisting, disrupting, nicotine, possession of under 20. So this is what she does at school. This it's supposed to.
Look at this. Battery on a law enforcement officer. Resisting an officer with violence. Disrupting or disturbing school. Nicotine possession and possession of marijuana under 20 grams. This is the bullshit that be pissing me off about some of you today's parents. Y'all don't parent these children. Y'all want to be these fucking kids' friends. So you're going to allow them to do this shit before they're even at a legal age to even do this kind of shit. But then y'all want to look stupid when reality hits you, when these children don't know how to act. Now this motherfucker right here is supposed to be in high school, and she looked a bit about 30 fucking 5 in the face. That's a goddamn shame. That's a goddamn shame. This broad looks way older than what the fuck her natural age is supposed to be. And it's crazy, right? It's real wild out here. Some of you parents just be doing the most. I got another body cam, with my man AC, and then we're gonna get on with the show. I just have to show that because this is a problem. This is a real life problem that's going on in our society. And it's the lack of really having a structured family background. But anyway, let's go with this.
We have these discussions or post these type of videos on the other channels, but I think we should have a discussion over here about what your biggest issue is. What's your biggest issue? You have to realize that you got to stop having empathy. You got to stop feeling bad. You got to stop having a heart for the rat community. You got to stop it, man. You got to stop it, man. You have to not care about the rat community. You have to condemn it. You have to condemn it. You have to look down on it. You look down on the rat community. Yes. You have to look down on it. The rat community is actually the minority of us.
And you got to understand what he's saying when he's saying the rat community. It's the degenerate behavior of the black culture in our community. It's not the whole, but it's a small percentage that is being promoted the most. And that's what we got to really understand and look at. It's not that every black woman, man, and child is on that kind of time. There is a certain percentage, a small group of the whole that is being projected as the majority that is doing this, that a lot of people are trying to glorify. And they done made that percentage of people the standard of our community. And we gotta change that shit. We gotta nip that shit in the bud. We gotta stomp that shit down. We gotta not accept it. But until we do, this is what's being pumped out and promoted. So we're gonna call this shit out for what it is.
When it comes to black males, it's the minority. But 74% of Keishas get knocked up by 19 to 20% of these pookies. Which means that majority of black men are single and childless. They don't have any children. They're not married. They're not connected. But the problem is the rat community leaves a stain on us, because when other groups want to paint a picture about us as a whole, and I'm talking about black men, all they have to do for material is go to the rat community and say, see, that's them. That's what they're doing. Even though we're not a part of it, we don't know anything about it. A lot of us haven't been raised in the rat community. A lot of us was raised with fathers. But all in all, you still get painted with the same brush that the rat community get painted with. Why? Because of skin color. That's it. That's the only thing that connects us. Mentality, absolutely not. Choices, absolutely not. But the problem is, a lot of you productive black men sympathize for them. And I understand. You have a heart. That's the difference between us and Brad. You have a heart. You're righteous. You care. That's the difference between us and them. You have a heart. You care. You care. I get it. The difference is you have to stop caring, man. You have to stop caring. You have to look down on it. Yeah, that's right. Look down on it. You have to look down on it and look at it for what it is. You have to look at it for what it is. It's the abyss. It's a place where growth does not happen. You move into the rat community, there's a very good chance that you might end up becoming a victim. You come out of any time being outside, you could just become a victim. And the reason why is because they hate themselves. They don't like themselves. They beef with each other. They take each other out. They so big and bad against you because you look like them. But they have no smoke for Brad. They have no smoke for Brad in these hoods. Brad gets none of the same smoke that you get. Brad have 1,000,001 chapters in all these in these states, and they get no smoke. They get no smoke. No smoke. You get all the smoke, though. You get all the smoke. And your problem is that you care. You care too much. That's your problem. You care too much. You care too much. You look at the rat community and you feel sad for them. I don't. I don't care about the rat community. I really don't. They are degenerates. They make us look bad. I know black men would say, oh, they don't make me look bad. Because no, they do. There is a such thing as an ethnic image. They make us look bad. They go to the rat community to put us in records, music. They go to the rat community to put us on the media. They put us in movies. They go to the rat community to represent us as black men. And it's a problem. It's a problem because when you go out into the world, it makes it 10 times harder for you to achieve what you're trying to do, which is be successful, because you're painted with the rat community brush. You're painted with the rat community brush. You go out there, anything that you have earned or obtained, you worked for it 10 times harder than any other group of men because of the brush you've been painted with. Tell me I'm lying, black man. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. That's why I say you have to separate yourself. You have to separate yourself. You got to stop caring about them. They decided that's the choice they wanted to be. You have a choice. One thing we have is a thing called choice. We have a choice what we want to be in life. Do you want to be productive or you want to be a degenerate? Productive or degenerate? You have a choice. The rat community, they're lazy. They're lazy. They don't want to work to obtain success. They want to do schemes, scams that eventually lead them into prison. They don't want to put in any work. They don't want to put in any work. You tell the average cat, the average dude in the rat community, hey, listen, in order to be where you want to be in life, in order to be financially stable, you're going to have to put in a good 10 to 15 years. What? They'll look at you like you're crazy. 10 to 15 years to get to where I want to be? That's insane. But they'll risk 10 to 15 years doing a scam, doing a stick up, selling some drugs, and they'll go to prison and do 10 to 15 years, come home and be losers and broke. But look at you that did 10 to 15 years, and now you're financially straight. You have some property, and you're doing well. It's backwards. It's backwards. The video I put out yesterday was about this Keisha basically, sending black males on a dummy mission. In that video, I said, they had all the time in the world to buy property before they started gentrifying these areas. They had all the time in the world, black men. They had all the time in the world. They had all the time in the world to buy these properties. They had all the time, and they lived there. They lived there. So they see the property every day, seen it being sold every day, seen property for sale, and they'll walk right past it. Never thinking, you know what, I should buy this. I should buy this, I should buy that. No. They're too busy living in the projects, living in the ghetto, and instead of buying property, they're buying cars that depreciate.
Not only that they don't focus on buying property, but like you just said, our community is so fixated on buying name brand clothing, shoes, purses, all these other things to try to have the illusion that we have money. I didn't see people with $300, $400, $500 pair of fucking pants and was begging a restaurant to give them a free burger because they ain't had no money. We got the shit mixed up, man. Our community in this country, across this country, spend more money on frivolous bullshit than property, investments, in our future than anything, and bad student loan debt. Y'all fucking put yourselves in student loan debt. If you do finish to get the degree and don't even fucking go into the field that y'all got the degree in. That shit's insane in itself. Why the fuck would you spend all this fucking money to get a degree in something and don't go into the field that you got the degree in just to say you have a degree? And now you're in student loan debt. Now you got to pay that back and try to work. Come on, man. Y'all, we do too much and not enough.
They're buying clothes. They're spending their money going out, clubbing, dancing, just blowing bread, strip clubs, weaves, makeup. They're never buying anything that appreciates. Never. You see them flossing this and that. Yeah, jewelry appreciates, but when they buy jewelry, they don't even know how to buy. They get jerked in jewelry because they don't do any research. They don't do any research on the jewelry that they buy. So even the jewelry that they buy, they're getting gypped on. They don't do no research. They'll buy jewelry and don't do a follow-up to see if the jewelry is right. They'll buy 10-carat jewelry for 20K for 20 carat jewelry prices. They'll buy 10-carat jewelry, right? 10-carat jewelry for the price of 18K. I'm telling you, they get gypped. Jewelers see them and think of a lick. They'll buy diamonds, right? They'll buy diamonds that are the lowest class, they'll buy S-class diamonds, and be told that these are VVS stones because they don't know any different. So they get gypped on the jewelry as well as gypped on everything else. They don't know because they don't do any research. Brad word is law. Becky word is law to them. Becky or Brad can tell them anything. Could tell them anything. Oh yeah, this does this or that does that, and they'll believe it. They won't do any research or nothing. They don't read. They don't study anything. They don't go to school for anything. They don't get trades. They don't do nothing. So the money that they do accumulate, it goes elsewhere. Goes into sneakers, goes into clothes. I'm serious, black men. They out there in the rap community, they'll buy a belt for $350 to $500, a belt. So they can walk around with their shirts tucked in their pants to show off the belt. They'll buy a pair of jeans, $1,500 to $2,000 pair of jeans, Amiri jeans, Amiri hoodies, Balenciagas, designer, not Jordans anymore. Jordans was too much. Jordan, buying a pair of Jordans, it had to be your birthday, or you had to get good grades in school, like very good grades on an honor roll or anything to get a pair of Jordans, just one pair. They're buying Jordans left and right. But then they said, nah, we're going to step it up in the rap community. We're going to buy Giuseppe's shoes. We're going to buy red bottom shoes. We're going to buy Balenciagas. Instead of paying $225 for a pair of sneakers that they really can't afford, we're going to step it up and buy a pair of sneakers for $700. And they look like pills, the sneakers. We're going to buy hoodies for $2,000. We're going to buy sweaters for $3,000.
Right. A lot of people in our community do that shit, but you don't want to put that kind of money in the CD. You don't want to put that kind of money in stocks and bonds. You don't want to put that shit in investments, in property. See how backwards our people are? We backwards, man. And it's not like you don't see it out here. And I understand that some of us wasn't taught this kind of movement, but goddamn, every time our community gets our tax money, we spend it on some hoopty, we spend it on clothes, we spend it on hotels, we spend it on clothes that depreciates in value, instead of putting our money into things that actually builds in value. And it's not that we don't know. A lot of us don't want to do it because they think that's a risk. No, it's a risk going out here spending the bullshit that we spend our money on. That means nothing.
We're going to get our tax returns and buy cars that we can't afford.
What I just say? I'm just reacting.
This
to
is what they
video
were
right
doing.
now.
This is what they are.
This is what I just reacted. I'm just reacting to this. I didn't even know he was going to say that. But yes, our culture does that bullshit. Some bullshit older ass model BMW, some old ass model Mercedes, some old ass model Range Rover that you ain't checked out, that you probably keep 6 months, because after that it's gonna break the fuck down. And guess what happens when you buy them kind of cars and trucks? If you ain't got the money to upkeep it, you might as well you just pissed off that money instead of buying things that's more practical if you're gonna buy it. But don't ever, I don't know what's wrong with us as a community. Don't ever buy a car or rent anywhere during tax season because they always jack up the fucking price. And the value is shit. But, what do I know?
Are doing. This is what they are doing in the rat community. That's why I detest it. I can't stand it. So if you have a problem with me not rocking with the rat community, I can care less. I can care less. I could care less. The reason why I'm saying this is because you got a lot of brothers that are growing up in the rat community, and it's not their fault that they're growing up in the rat community. Their mothers didn't want to be under the leadership of their fathers. Their mothers were sleeping around with degenerates, and they are born. That's not their fault. That's not their fault at all. That's their mother's fault. And so now, since the mother decided she didn't want to work with a man, she decided that she thinks she didn't need a man. Now she has to grow up. Now she has to raise children without a man, and it's going to be a lot harder. So he's raised up in a rat community, and he's trying to figure it out. And a lot of them don't want to go the Pookie route. A lot of them are considered the lames in the rat community because they're not violent, because they're not wilding out. They're not sleeping around with 6, 7 different Keishas, getting them knocked up. So they're considered lame. They want out. They want out. They can't stand it. It's suffocating. My message to them is go get a trade. Go get a trade. Go get a trade. Go get a trade. Get a trade.
My grandmama always said this to me when I was younger. Either go to school or learn a trade. You'll never be without a job. And guess what? I have a trade. I do telecommunications. I'm a very prominent salesman in the industry of sales right now. And I do well for myself just on that aspect. This right here, what I'm doing on this platform, is just a way of expressing more information, more knowledge. I'm not here to check a bag. I know y'all see what's scrolling across me. If you don't send me $1, it doesn't mean anything to me. You don't hear me on here saying, man, hit the Cash App. I'm not Umar Johnson. I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm not trying to take from you that you're not willing to contribute to the message that I'm trying to give you. All I care about is that you watch what I'm doing, you hit the like button, you subscribe, and you share. Anything else is a blessing. If you want to give a token of appreciation to the message that I'm giving, I'm more than willing to accept it and be thankful for it because you didn't have to do that. You could be anywhere else. But if you choose to be a part of the Black Bottom Rozcast family, I appreciate you for it. But I'm not here to fucking bully you to give me anything. I want you to know the message. Damn the messenger. Did you get the message? That's what I care about. Everything else is going to come in due time. So, yeah, I bring these different reaction videos to you so I can help you get a better understanding of a lot of different things in a different avenue other than what you're probably used to seeing. I'm not here to cater to your emotions. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to um swindle anything from you. I want you to get the message, know where the message is coming from, utilize the information that I give you, have a analytical and critical analysis of what I'm presenting to you, and do better. And do better.
If it costs money for you to get a trade, because and to get these certificates, they're not free. So you gotta go to work. Go to work, get a job, get a gig, save your money up, and then after that, take that money to go get yourself a CDL, go get yourself a certificate, a welding license. Go somewhere where you can actually turn that money into opportunities to get more money. Save the money. Once you complete your objective, then after that you start saving up to get out of the rat community. This is for you young brothers out there. It sounds simple, but you live there, and it's probably tough because you living under the leadership of your mother, and any little money that you have, she's probably telling you have to pay bills. You trying to get yourself together, and she telling you gotta pay rent. You 18, 20 years old, and you're trying to get out, and she's telling you gotta pay rent. Then before you know it, you gotta pay light bill, you gotta pay. So all the money that you have, you gotta pay for an existence that you didn't ask for. Meanwhile, Brad, on the other hand, he gets to stay with his parents.
And just to expand on that, there's nothing wrong with a parent when they have a child living in their house to a certain age, paying something to show this is what we have to do, right? This is like all right, perfect example. You got your house, your child is coming of age, and they're working their own job. You might tell them, hey, look, if nothing else, you need to learn how to have responsibilities in life, right? So I need you to pay the light bill this month. And matter of fact, if we regulate our lights a certain way, I might want you, if nothing else, to pay that. That's giving them some kind of credence to understand that you got to pay your way. I'm not trying to take all your money. Give me $150 a month for the lights, right? That's showing your child that, look, in life, we have to pay bills. Regardless of what you need to do with your money on your own accord, I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm not going to have you give me your whole check and you're living in my house as my child. But I'm going to teach you certain responsibilities, because guess what? You're not going to stay here forever. So when you get out on your own, you're going to have to know, hey, you got to pay this bill. You might have to pay that bill. You might have to pay this bill. So you need to know where you stand in life. And if you can't afford the things that you want, you need to reevaluate how you moving in society. What upsets me about our community, regardless of what situation that we're in, there are a lot of people out here that cannot survive without someone else helping them out. Excuse me. There are a lot of people out here that claim they move a certain way, but if they really had to deal with their own self, they couldn't do it. And that's a lack of. And a lot of us make these excuses. Oh, it's because of this, it's because of that. No, you're grown. You're grown. Excuse me. You're grown. You should be able to do these things.
Till he's 30, 34, don't have to pay any bills. Save up all the money he wants, but he's never labeled a loser. You're labeled a loser because you're living with your parents at 18, 20, and if you're not paying any bills there, you're labeled a loser. But Brad can go live with his parents till he's 30-something years old to save money up so he can go get things going for himself, and he's not called the loser. He's called responsible. He's called resourceful. No, his parents were able to do that for him. But since you don't have your father in your household and your mother is, your mother is raising you and she's broke, you have to be broke with her. Salute the black man. Stay in the shadows. The rat community is problematic. You don't like what I have to say about the rat community? I don't care. You're part of the problem. You probably live in a rat community. And here's the thing. If you live in a rat community, salute to the brothers that are trying to get out. Because I have seen brothers in the comment section say, AC, I hear you. I live in a rat community and I'm trying my best to get out. Salute to y'all for even being able to listen to what I have to say and understand that I'm not trying to clown you. I'm trying to get you up out of that situation by giving you some advice. Trying to give you some advice. I know you don't have any guidance. I'm trying to give you some advice. You don't belong there, man. Not with your mentality. You don't belong there. So the people that do have an issue with what I have to say, you need to get out of your feelings, man. Stop thinking that you okay, because that's what it is. That's what it is. You're mad at me because I'm putting a mirror in front of you and showing you the life that you're living, and you don't like it. Because in the rat community, they'll have you thinking that you're doing fine. But when you run past content like this, I'm telling you that you're basically poor. You're broke. You have nothing going on for yourself.
Poor. Hey, check this out. Shout out to AC Reacts for putting it out there like that. We got other shit that's going on right now. So we're going to keep it moving. There is some, I know y'all done heard about what's been going on with Tina Knowles and the whole Houston, Texas rodeo and her so-called flagrant ass fucking gumbo that she's like bringing on people, and her shit is foul. She don't know how to cook that shit right. You don't cook gumbo in hot weather. And a lot of y'all don't know that. A lot of y'all need to understand. Gumbo is not a year-round thing. You are not supposed to cook and feed people gumbo in August. You're not supposed to feed them that in June. You're not supposed to feed them that shit in hot months. You know? And a lot of people don't realize that shit. That's not from New Orleans. You know? But the shit then hit the fan with this girl as far as that, and she gonna learn the hard way. I don't know why y'all want to fuck with her like that because I've been hearing a lot of shit about Tina Knowles, but I, I want to wait until I really saw and heard everything. So it's a content creator that I know is Truth Be Told Podcast 365. Shout out to him for putting this information out here. I want to put his stuff out here because I want to give him a shout out. So, if y'all are not familiar with him, go over there and like and subscribe to his platform and tell him that the Black Bottom Broadcast sent you so he can come over here to my platform. It's all about information. And a lot of us in this space, a lot of us are not. I mean, of course, we're trying to get some kind of recognition behind this. We're trying to get some kind of notoriety behind this. We're trying to get some traction behind this and some views and all that stuff. For us low tier, content creators, that's struggling from the bottom. We're just trying to do the best we can to give the content that we can give. It's up to you guys to support us, to share, like, and subscribe to our channels and things like that, and keep us in the algorithm. But this shit right here with this whole, Houston thing with the gumbo, it's crazy. But shout out to those that was really seeing this for what it is, and this is some straight fuckery. So all right, let's go. We're gonna go on this.
Peace to the planet, Charlemagne the God here, all right? And I want y'all to go check out the Truth Be Told podcast.
The Truth Be Told podcast.
On the Truth Podcast.
Check out the Truth Be Told podcast with
Truth Be Told is the hottest podcast out today.
The Truth Be Told podcast.
Oh, shit. Look what we back. Whoa, we got the Tina was in that gumbo edition. We got to get down to the bottom of this. I don't know, true court. We got to take Tina Knowles to court today because the people are saying the gumbo is not gumboing. It's like it's fucking niggas up. Her attitude is it's even worse than the gumbo. From what I'm hearing. But before we go to court, we got to swear my people in. If you're new to this,
I mean, but just look at her. If you don't think that this old ass hag ain't a witch and she ain't have a bad attitude, why you think Beyonce's daddy left this bitch alone? Look at her. This is the look of a woman that's well past her prime that actually got like surgery done on her face, one, because she looks horrible. She thinks it's fine, but she looks horrible. She can barely move her mouth with all the shit that she did. She was once married to another actor. I forgot the brother's name. He was a dark-skinned brother. Did a lot of different things in TV and small roles in movies for a lot of years. Now I'll never forget that interview that she was with this man before they got a divorce. And she just straight like disrespected that man. And he just said, man, fuck that shit, and left her alone. I cannot think of that brother's name. But he did the right thing and got away from this witch. This is the epitome of a fucking witch. You do not feed gumbo to people in hot weather. Period, point blank. You just don't do that. This is a seasonal dish. Talk to any Louisianian. Talk to anyone that's from Louisiana. That's real Creole. They'll tell you they do not make gumbo all year round. They will not make gumbo in 90-degree weather. They will not make gumbo in the summer seasons. They've only traditionally made gumbo in colder climates because it's a certain method behind that shit, man. But, she tried to do this shit for whatever reason. I mean, hell, this is Beyonce's fucking mom. So obviously, she gonna take care of it to a certain degree, but I guess she just needs to have something of her own. So she did this bullshit at the Houston here recently at the Houston, cattle and rodeo show. And there was some other shit that went on with that. I'm gonna talk about that at another time, but this bullshit right here, what she did, yeah, it made headlines. And all for all the wrong reasons.
You're true to this, and if you're not new to this, get true to this. Let's swing it in. I need to tell the whole truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you guys. So put your right hand up, and let's get this motherfucking court in session. Let's do it.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Okay. So Tina Knowles wants to expand, I guess. I guess wants to expand her interest or whatever. She wants to get into the gumbo game. She wants to serve people food, which is crazy. You've got to be careful when serving people food because that could be hit or miss. Especially, it could take one person to destroy your whole business when it comes to food. Just if you understand, if you know. But the people are talking. The people are saying that this gumbo and her attitude stinks. It doesn't taste good. The attitude doesn't sit well with people. I don't know what it is. Maybe she feels because she's Beyonce's mom that she could do whatever, however, and whenever she wants. So we're going to dissect this and we're going to see what it do. We're going to see what this gumbo looking like. I don't know, people. We got to, in the comment section, let me know if she's guilty or not guilty for serving us some bullshit. And we're going to all, we're going to put the verdict down. You already know, but I need y'all to subscribe. Very important. I need the numbers up. I need you to subscribe. If you're watching this, please. I got to beg niggas because y'all niggas don't know how to press that subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. We're going live tonight. But let's get into some information that Tina Knowles said on her post, on one of her posts. And then we're going to look at some clips of other people talking about that gumbo. I like me some gumbo too, man. Tina, don't give me, don't do this to me. Don't mess up a dish that just, that just makes people feel that comfort, that big easy, like gives us that. When you eat some gumbo, it makes you feel good, it makes your spirit feel good. It does something to your soul. You fucking up niggas' soul, right? You having niggas shit out their soul, right? Don't do that. That's not playing, Tina. Let's see what you got to say.
I'm at the move, and I'm about to have my gumbo for the day. I've been eating it every single day. You can see how much shrimp, jumbo shrimp, and sausage, and chicken all the way through, and crab meat is amazing. So,
all right, now keep in mind, she's trying to promote this gumbo right here. First off, this is a small ass fucking cup to be charging $25 plus tax for. That's outrageous in itself. Secondly, if you really know Louisiana gumbo, it do not look like that. The roux does not look like shark shit. This shit look like shark shit. But of course, because she's promoting this right now, she's going to make her cup look a certain kind of way. Everybody didn't get a cup like this. Everyone didn't get an equal sample of everything that you're supposed to cook in gumbo. Now, I know certain people cook gumbo a certain kind of way, but I do know when you do cook gumbo, it's a lot thicker in the density of the roux. I know that in gumbo, you have more than just shrimp in it. You got other like crawfish and crab legs and shit like that. This bitch was fucking feeding people shells, had boiled shells in these cups. I didn't sync the clips. Fuck Mama Knows. Tina the witch, you ain't shit behind this. You are making the culture of gumbo look bad. Stop it. You didn't got so fucking in your feelings that you was literally telling people to stop recording y'all at y'all booth. Why? Because you was hearing the backlash of what the fuck, how y'all doing this shit. And also on top of that, you don't cook gumbo for 16 to 18 fucking hours. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, maybe with the prep of separate entities of the gumbo, yes. But how you was explaining it, oh, you put it all in one pot like a witch and boil it for fucking 16, 18 hours like you fucking the Wicked Witch. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The fuck? This shit crazy. But anyway, let's go.
Take my bowl. I got to get down here with some rice.
How y'all doing?
I can't sit with
Hi guys, I'm at the booth and I'm about to have my gumbo for the day. I've been eating it every single day. You can see how much shrimp, jumbo shrimp, and sausage and this chicken all the
I ain't gonna front them strip off there close. No sausage all. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. That's some good portions though. I wonder how much it costs. If you know in the comment section how much Tina's selling that shit for, put it in the comment section. She's selling this shit at a rodeo. I don't know niggas, white people. I don't know. Why use? I'm not gonna say because you Beyonce, you should be selling anything. You should be good. But and she said it. Well, okay. I think I know why this shit ain't no good. I'm gonna tell you in 1 second. I just came up with a theory. Please let me just watch the rest of this.
way through crab meat is amazing. So take my bowl. I got to get down here with some rice.
How y'all doing?
I can't sit with
If I'm reading right, if you can read the captions, I know if it's too small. Why the fuck are you serving gumbo next to a petting zoo? Why? I'm gonna say it again. Why the? I want the truth. Why? I'm gonna say it one more time. Why the are you selling gumbo in front of a petting zoo? I'm not eating next to a petting zoo. I'm not buying nothing next to a petting zoo with animals are shitting next to. Shit is flying. The gas is flaring up out of niggas' animals' asses. Why are you selling gumbo? And the gumbo look like it's gonna. Every time I look at that gumbo, I'm just gonna envision the shit that I'm walking by when I'm looking at this petting zoo. Why you couldn't get a better location than a petting zoo? Why did they put you by a petting zoo? I think that alone is disrespectful. You couldn't say, can you put me closer? Put me out in the parking lot. I'd rather be in the parking lot than next to a petting zoo. God damn it. I don't know if I'm eating gumbo or shit from remains from a petting zoo, but this is my opinion. I don't know. I might not agree. You might agree. But we're going to watch some different people that said some shit about Tina, and we're going to enjoy this because a lot of this shit is hilarious. Subscribe.
It's down here. Where the camera going? It's down here, ain't it? Yeah. It's down there. Okay, it's down here.
Tina telling people not to record in public. That's crazy.
Ain't nobody on camera. Huh? Okay, not nobody on that. What you see, the ground, right? Yeah. You see the ground? Yeah. Okay, when you said you didn't ask nobody, to the ground. To the ground.
We outside, man.
Yeah, we all outside.
Yeah.
Everybody got their phone. I don't care how
See, he coughing because he's smelling shit from petting zoo. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be by petting zoo.
good it is. Not for this little thing.
Yeah.
It's good though.
They said it's overpriced. Oh, they said $27 for that little shit of gumbo. You smoking? That's a lot of motherfuckers for some gumbo and a little bag. That's a lot of motherfucking money. $27. You know what I can motherfucking get with $27? That's expensive. Very expensive. Shit, Tina, look at 27. Is that with the tax? Do you get a signed autograph? Something? A Beyonce? Do you get to hear new tracks from Beyonce, new album coming out?
That's good. Pretty good, Mama Tina. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I just ate some of Mama Tina gumbo at the rodeo. And look. Oh, sorry.
I want the truth.
Oh my God.
I want the truth.
It's spoiled. But it, yeah, I see I'm sweating. I just threw up all that throw up.
Wait till the end.
I don't care how good it is. Not for this little thing.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's good. It's pretty good, Mama Tina. Yeah. I just ate some of Mama Tina gumbo.
This nigga threw up.
And look.
Shit.
Sorry.
Fuck. Mama Tina. What the fuck is in the gumbo?
Turn around the camera. I feel like it look better. I want to turn.
The nigga threw the gumbo up.
It's not that what's in the gumbo. It's when you make the gumbo. You cannot eat gumbo in hot weather, in hotter temperature climate. You got to eat it at a different time of the year. They got to know how to store it and pack it according to how the season is. You a fool if you're going to try to find some gumbo in 90-degree weather. You're going to get sick. And if anybody sells you that shit during that time in hot weather, you need to not fuck with them. Because they don't know what the fuck they doing. They poisoning you. And she a fucking witch anyway. So why would you even want to buy gumbo from this bitch? I'm sorry to say this. Fuck Beyonce. Fuck her mama. And fuck everything they stand for. They're not for y'all. They for themselves. But y'all keep straddling the fence with that bullshit. Keep climbing. And see how high y'all get. You don't know what the fuck this broad. She put all kind of whatever the fuck. The roux is not true gumbo, y'all. There has been plenty of Louisianians that was out there that said this ain't gumbo. It might have tasted good or decent, but it wasn't real gumbo. But you niggas just want to spend $27 on that little ass cup because it's Beyonce's mother. Y'all would fucking buy fucking snakeskin boots from an alligator if he fucking told you it was the best shit in the world. Y'all will buy anything. This is why this country look at us as a collective, as the consumers of the world, because of what y'all do with y'all money.
Oh my God. Tina, what you got? Tina serving diarrhea.
Okay, you are. I'm back from my Mom Don't Let the Beyonce concert. Awful experience. It was terrible. I haven't even tasted gumbo yet, but my feelings are so hurt. How Miss Tina did me is, oh my God.
She did me?
I was so embarrassed and so humiliated. I went and finished it out and finished my picture, finished my
In all due respect to Tino's, if you come to get the shitty gumbo, just come get the shitty gumbo and keep it moving. Don't ask for a fucking autograph or a shake, a hand, a picture, or nothing like that. She's serving up a gumbo. She ain't there to say hi and bye. It's not a meet and greet. It's a meet and bye.
That shit right there looks like shark shit. That is not what the roux looks supposed to look like with gumbo. It ain't supposed to be watery. It ain't supposed to be that damn brown. It's supposed to look nice. And it's supposed to be thicker than that. Okay? Now, if she was really serving real gumbo, it wouldn't have been during this time of the season. First off. Second off, it wouldn't have been in a cup like this. It would, if you're going to spend 25, 27 plus tax, you need a bigger tray of that shit. That I would respect. Like, like one of them small trays that got the plastic top, and it's actually like about maybe 7 inches wide and maybe 4 inches, in width. That I can accept. If she was going to charge $25 for this piece of shit, this is bullshit right here. I wouldn't never even try. And then on top of that, she was serving this, her booth was over there by some animals that was shitting all through the air. On top of that, I'm going to let my man talk about it because he brought it to my attention because I didn't even know that she had her booth in particular location. That wasn't very sanitary even in itself, where she actually had her booth at. She don't give a fuck about y'all. But y'all just want to support this fucking witch because this is Beyonce's mother. Man, fuck her. She ain't shit. She didn't even need to do this. She just wants y'all money. Cause she a bum. She washed. Don't nobody want her no more. She's single with a fucked up, surgically enhanced face and looking crazy. So if anybody want to come for me, hey, come holler at me. Cause yeah, her mama looking crazy out here in the streets.
Bye. No, it's not even a meet and buy, just a buy and buy.
My stuff, but I hate that I purchased from her. She treated me not in a good way. She treated me like I was nothing. I was so excited to meet this lady and thinking that, I could just exchange some good energy with good hellos and stuff. It was
Hold on. Look at that. That's gumbo to y'all? That's gumbo? That look like real gumbo? Like my man Black Balloon, he said that shit look like shark shit. That looks like shark. That don't look nothing like no gumbo. I'm sorry. The color's off. The density is off. The packing is off. The whole presentation is off. That broad don't know nothing about no motherfucking real gumbo. But hey, whatever. Let's go.
Oh, just buy the gumbo and move, baby. They ain't there for that.
Terrible. I literally could break down and cry how awful that experience was.
Got that spoon in your hand, though, right? You should throw that shit in the garbage. You pay that $27, though. You won't eat that.
She didn't even speak. She walked away from me several times without speaking or even putting a finger up to say, hold on, bitch, or anything. She treated me like I was beneath her or so far up under her. Like, it was disgusting. It was so disgusting and so embarrassing how she did me. The only reason I have turn around the camera, I can't look better. I want to talk. Okay, you are. Okay. I'm back from I just bought gumbo from Mama Tina's. Literally, we just left the stand. We got 2 of them. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what's inside of my gumbo.
Ain't no crab legs in there? I know you usually put like crab claws in the gumbo. Tina, you ain't got no claws in there?
Okay? Brooklyn, hold the camera for me. Basically, you can see me? You can see me? Okay, wait. Can you see the gumbo? This is what's inside the gumbo for $27. Nothing. I got
nothing.
I want the truth.
2 shrimp, 1 piece of sausage, and 1 crab.
There's a crab in there.
That's it. Really no chicken or nothing in there. Nothing. Everybody was talking about how much chicken and stuff they have in them. This ain't nothing but gravy. Gravy. Nothing in here, okay? That don't even taste like gravy. No. Now
Shitting on Beyonce mom like that. That should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm gonna do a taste test.
Now Beyonce internet talking about her mama.
Oh my God. This tastes like water. That they added some. You know the seasoning for noodles? That's what it tastes like. Okay. I like the noodle juice.
Noodle juice.
You leave the water in your juice on your noodles.
That shit do look soupy. Like what? That shit look.
No, this is a disgrace. Everybody was talking about this so good. Nothing is inside of here. I don't know where y'all getting this from or what, but there ain't nothing in here.
See to getting that shit from the toilet.
Yeah, y'all wrong, please. Literally, no meat in here.
The only
Literally, I should get this back.
Only people.
You still eat?
Hold on. The only people that said that was good was probably Coast people of Beyonce and Tina Knowles. That's probably the people that was actually trying to give her kudos in them earlier on videos of this bullshit that I'm seeing right here. Yeah, they probably got a little change off of it just to hype her up, to make it look like that. There were people that was getting sick off this shit, man. Why? Because you're not supposed to feed gumbo at this time of the fucking year. Stupid. You don't eat or fix gumbo in hotter weather. You're in fucking Texas. Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me? I didn't see no, and this is Texas, I didn't see no white people in Texas fucking with you. None. And it was white people at this rodeo. There's a whole bunch of other shit that happened at this rodeo. But that's another story for another time. But let's go. Hold on, man. God damn, I should be.
It though. You done took about 4 bites already.
Oh Lord, I can't. All right, I gotta go.
Get your money back. Somebody,
like the noodle juice. When you leave the water in your juice on your noodles. Y'all, this is a disgrace. Everybody was talking about this so good.
Somebody said Tina over there feeding all y'all broth gumbo, the ultimate health broth for dogs. Shit.
I don't care how hungry I is. You really think I would take my money and go give it to Lugau to go eat from her? You really think I would voluntarily eat from a Lugau? Huh?
From a what? Somebody tell me what that is in the comments.
I don't care how hungry I is, how curious I is, how broke I
Hey
is.
y'all, let's try Mama's Tina's.
How rich I is. Whatever.
Mama Tina's gumbo. So this gumbo from the rodeo, and we're just gonna try and see how it tastes. I have a spoon. Let me go get a spoon. I think you this is the seafood gumbo. We're gonna give it a mix and then try it. You got
Pumping lip gloss is shine that you eat this gumbo.
chicken, rice. Y'all know what's in gumbo. Let me just scoop through everything. It's the shit. It's the shit. I thought that was crab meat. Oh, that's the shrimp shell? Girl, wait, let me redo that. I'm sorry. Hey y'all, let's try
First off, man, look, it's not going to take 2 or more spoonfuls to figure out if this shit is good, right? Good food is good food. You can tell with the first spoonful if it's good or not. This tells you right now, but she trying to cape for him and protect her for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just because she just wants to like show respect. Who cares? A lot of people said this shit was trash. Like real talk. Even if it was out of season making this shit, what I've been hearing majority of has said this shit was trash.
When you got to take more than 2 bites, you know shit garbage. She's trying to find the reason to say it's good. She looking in the bowl for something. She looking in the bowl for answers. She looking in the bowl for an apology. Look up bowl for an apology.
What's that stuff on skin on top? Chicken. Why the shell?
Better hope Tina Wig ain't in there.
Oh, hell
Isn't that
no.
Mama Tina?
Come on, Tina.
Wait, we're looking for some crab. That's fine. You said this the seafood.
Yeah, that's the one.
Y'all go try it. Tell me what you tried it.
What you give it?
Did you learn to make gumbo?
I made gumbo with my mom. My family absolutely loved gumbo, but it was a lot of work. It's a lot of chopping. It's a lot of sauteing.
But you ain't the bitch to cook it. Yeah, your family might have been good at it, but bitch, you're not. Sorry. Take your old ass on. You know, your husband done left you. You done had another husband that didn't want you no more. You're by yourself. You're old as fuck. You got a face. You got fucking surgery on your face, looking crazy as fuck, looking more of a witch than you already was, riding off the fucking coattail of your daughter with her no talented ass. And I'm gonna say that shit. I don't give a fuck. She had talent at one point, but no. She ain't the greatest of all times. I'm sorry. Beyonce is not the greatest of all times. But that's another story again for another time. But let's go.
Roux. The roux, making the roux.
Can't tell you how many times I done messed up a roux.
I know. I told my girls that, you know, I would meet a guy and I would make gumbo and he would say, oh man, she can throw down. She can really cook. But it was the only thing I knew how to cook. I started at the top.
Meet a guy. What are you talking about? You was supposed to be with your dad, with their daddy, Solange and Beyonce. What guy was you meeting? You hear how they be talking? You hear how they talk? You met a guy. When was this? Before you met Beyonce and them daddy? Or before or after or during you was with Beyonce's daddy? What guy? Hold on. Let's go back to this. This shit's crazy.
I would make gumbo and he would say, oh man, she can throw down. She can really cook. But it was the only thing I knew how to cook. I started at the top.
So what else do you need?
Cook gumbo.
Okay, y'all. We got Messina Gumbo. Y'all keep saying it's nasty
right
online,
here.
but I
You know the sweet boy's gonna give you the truth.
don't believe y'all. I'm gonna try it.
Hey boy.
She said she put her fucking foot in this bitch, so let's see. Let's get some chicken, let's get some sausage. It's a fucking
You know you want that sausage. Hurry up.
probably get him. Thanks, sir.
Come on, get that shit off your lip, man. Come on, what the fuck?
See, you know, what really pisses me off about these Zestmeisters is this extra shit that they be doing. Just eat the goddamn food, man, and give your assessment. You got to do all this extra ass, homo ass bullshit. This is just the most right here. Just taste the fucking food, man. Eat the goddamn food. Y'all motherfuckers that just so, you know, enthralled with social media, that's not content creators. This is the shit that I'm talking about. See, if you're gonna be a content creator, I'd rather for you to be entertaining, informative, and direct with the points that you're trying to make. This motherfucker's on some other bullshit right now. And I'm not liking that. Why you gotta do all this smacking and all this? Nigga, eat the fucking food, boy.
That's not bad. Why you laughing? You like it? It's not bad. It's not bad, y'all. Oh, shrimp. Whoever said it was nasty, they just carrying, but it's not bad. It don't feel like, you know, turn it on. It don't taste like real Louisiana gumbo, but it's generally not bad. It's pretty good. I give it like a 6 out of 10. No, I'm like a 7 out of 10. Okay, y'all.
It doesn't taste like real Louisiana gumbo because it's not. She got y'all ass. He just said it's gumbo, and y'all was so associated with fucking Beyonce and that being her mother that y'all went and got that bullshit. You know? That's all it was. This ain't real gumbo. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Let me do something right quick. Let me do something right quick. Before we go any further, right? Let me do something right quick before we really go. I'm gonna show you some real gumbo right now, right? Hold on. I'm gonna show you some real gumbo from real Louisianians, right? Because I'm tired of this fugazi ass shit. I'm tired of this fugazi ass shit. So we gonna I'm gonna show you something right quick. Hold on. Okay, game. Okay. All right, it's right. All right, I'm gonna show you something. This is what real gumbo looks like.
Everybody been talking to me about it. Listen, everybody want to know about the gumbo greens, right? This time I'm gonna go ahead and level it up and make it the way I do it. I did it. A few million people have, did it. They come back. They tell me it's great, but I can make this more like gumbo. Now check this out. You guys look at these ingredients right here. Look, I've already did some of these, but I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it so you guys can come up with the same, right? You're gonna need yourself one of these big bowls. You can see the pot. This time I'm gonna be using turkey tails, right? I always do the andouille. I got some dry ingredients here, but check this out right here. I'm gonna put this out here right there in front of y'all, because this time we're gonna do it with a little bit of shrimp. Okay, folks. Now check this out. This is what we're gonna do, right? These are turkey tails. I'm gonna go ahead and just add my stock in here right now. Now I'm gonna add my turkey tails, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the stove and get these going, so I can start my roux. Okay, so look, now I just wanna show you how I do my greens, right? Listen, all greens got to be washed, right? I'm just gonna show you what I did right here for this here. I'll take a little bit, this is coarse ground, kosher salt, right? I add about 4 pinches of salt in here. I put a couple of little teaspoons of lemon juice. You know what I mean? I usually just squeeze a lemon and put that in there. And then when I take it, you know what I mean? I get it like this and I give it a scrub, right? I just run it back and forth. You gotta do it how you wanna do it, but you can see these greens right here, nice and healthy and no dirt, right? I've actually already cleaned these. This is on my third wash. I just left some in here just to show you guys. We got to get them clean, folks. So look, I'm going to stack these and get these going. This is what happens when you get a little overzealous, you know what I'm saying, with your cleaning process. You know what I mean? So you have to take it easy on them. Now look, I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to show you 2 ways. I'm going to do it this way. You know what I mean? Because I don't put the big stem in there, right? And this is done. Right. So I'm gonna just pull them out and do them like this. Right now I'm gonna show you another way, and this is some of my subscribers that showed me. You really don't have to do that. If you just take it and break it here like this, you want to try to leave that in there, and you could just take the stem out like that. All right, so after I stack them, you guys stack them as many of these leaves as you want. Listen, we finna roll them, right? So now I just take them like this. I like to roll them nice and tight, right? I just roll them like this and I got it. I'm laughing because I can hear all of the comments. You know what I mean? Everybody talking right now. But we want to roll the leafy green the way I'm rolling it now, right? So then you keep it, closed as much as possible. And then we just cut it down. My flour and my oil, put a little heat underneath this pan, and it's roux time. Now, those of you guys that know about making roux, you know what I mean? I don't like to leave this section right now. You know what I mean? Because listen, once I put this flour in here, I stay with it. I achieve the color that I'm looking for, and then I start adding everything else, right? That's why I did all of my prep. Now, this is nice and warm, and I'm gonna just say it's hot. And then we just add this in there. Right? Then you want to be careful too. When you're cooking in these large pots like this, You get, especially me using this, square as wooden spoon. What it does is when I keep going like this, I do it all the time. I go back and forth, and after a while, you get sloppy. You splash up against the side, and you know what happens. Then it kicks up, and this hot oil burns you. You know what I mean? So we just want to keep it just like this. All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys to come on in here and look down here on inside this pot, right? So when you're doing a roux, I got to make sure I tell you, look, we're trying to achieve a color. You know what I mean? We wanted to have that little bit of a nutty flavor to it. Okay, so I'm liking what I'm seeing right here. This is the color I like to get, because don't forget it's going to continue to cook, right? So I don't need to go, like chocolate, like dark chocolate. Just this right here is the way I want it to look. I just want to show you guys so you guys can see it. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I've turned it up a little bit, is I'm going to add.
So just so you know, the roux should not be dark. Like that bullshit that Tina Knowles had, that shit was bullshit. Now, the seasoning might have been good. The density and the color was all off. Okay? It was all off. And I'm not a chef, but I know good gumbo. And I know that there's a lot of other chefs that's out here and cooks that's out here that make gumbo the right way. That bitch didn't do it. But all right, but let's go. I'm showing you what this man is doing as far as, and this is just a random video that I just pulled up that I want to show y'all what real gumbo is supposed to be cooked and how it's supposed to be cooked. Why the fuck she told y'all that she cooked that shit for like 16, 18 hours? I don't know. That's bullshit right there. You don't cook gumbo that motherfucking long. Like, cook it. Now, if you're preparing and doing the prep for it, it might take whatever. But, all right, but whatever. Let's keep going.
My onions, because if you've been following me, I love to give my onions a head start. Now, the reason I cut my onions down, because you remember when we have greens, we like to have the bigger pieces, right? And then when I cut them the way I did, and I hit them with the spatula like this, my square edge, see how they just open up, and all of them, it got a nice size to it. Don't forget, folks, we making greens. It starts off like gumbo. Now, after about a minute and a half, you know what we're doing. It's Holy Trinity time. Now we want to get some flavors, to marinate inside of here. Now, normally I take my andouille, I put it in there and like to see some of my andouille sweat. I kind of like fry them. I found like that step really doesn't have that much to do with the flavor, so therefore I didn't do it. It makes good for a presentation, but when I put this in here, all of the andouille, because look, check this out. Come in here and look at this real closely. You see all of that? Ooh, look at all of that flavor. That's going to get hot, sweat, and drop its flavors in the inside. Now, I want you guys to pay attention. If you look back inside of here, remember I said it's going to continue to darken. Look, it's just a process. That's why we didn't want to go too dark. But this is still continuing to.
That's how it's supposed to look. Whatever the fuck Tina Knowles was trying to do was not this. You see the color, you see what's in it, you see the vegetables. She didn't have no vegetables in this motherfucker. She ain't had no onions. She ain't had no bell peppers. She ain't had nothing but bullshit in her fucking gumbo. All right, well, let's go.
In the cook, you can see it's nice, it's still thick, right? So I'm gonna take this, and I want you to look over here. Now, everything getting ready to go in here except the bay leaf, right? But I like to get all of my flavor in here. This is where we going. Ooh, my goodness. Right? Boom. And then if you come back over here and look, these are my garlics. I love to use my press, but I'm just gonna open them up like this. That's it. I see one just tried to escape, but I got him. Can you smell what I'm cooking? Now I put all of that in there for a reason. Now, my secret ingredient is bam. You see that right there? So now I'm gonna add some of this in here. I'm gonna back up from this because I can tell you this. What it's gonna do is make me sneak.
Now that looks good. This shit here, that looks like real gumbo. And this is a man that's cooking this shit. This is just a random guy that I just posted up on social media. Smoking and grilling with AB. So shout out to him. So if you ever want to know about some real chef kind of work, go ahead on and fuck with my man. Smoking and Grilling with AB. Subscribe to his page. I'm sure he does a lot of different other like videos about different foods and stuff like that. But tell him that the Black Bottom Broadcast sent you. But shout out to him. But this looks like how the gumbo is supposed to be made. So let's keep going.
These. All right. We got to create some flavor, folks. And we building it layer on top of layer on top of layer. So look, one of the things about, working with these big pots, check out my hand. Look how I grab it in. Oh, there we go, folks. I know y'all are thinking like, damn, it can't get too much better than it is, right? But it can be. All right, so we about ready. This time I'm gonna work with the camera person. I'm gonna quit asking them to get in here and I'm gonna do it like this. You see that right there? If you ain't got nothing to look like that, then hey, you did it wrong. But don't trip, I got y'all. So now, it's time to bring in, them turkey tails. They nice, soft, and we didn't let nothing escape. Now we just go ahead and add this. What is this, folks? For me, it's turkey tail. For y'all, it might be drumstick. You know what I mean? It might be a smoked turkey wing. I don't care what it is, just make sure it's smoked. Now we're gonna put all of that goodness. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look at the goodness that's floating on the top. That's from them turkey tails. Okay, folks, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can see it's a little thicker than water, right? By adding that broth, you know what I mean? Now I want to bring this back up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add the, my collards to it. You can hear it. Oh, yes, this right here is working. Oh, my goodness. Now, ta-da. Now we just add. Now I got a big enough pot where I can get all of this in here without me having to like cook some down and then put some in there. For those of you guys who are using smaller pots, just fill it up as much as you can, put the lid on it, wait 5 minutes, and then it'll be small. And don't forget, this is nothing but water. Okay, break away, boom. It's been 5 minutes. All right, I like what I'm seeing. Now, the only ingredients we have left is just the bay leaves, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and drop these in here and just get them on the top.
And y'all thought Tina Knowles was doing something? This brother right here, Smoking and Grilling with AB, that's on YouTube. Look at his page. I'm giving free advertising. Smoking and Grilling with AB. That's his YouTube page. He would embarrass that woman because he's showing you how real gumbo is made. And he's showing you gumbo greens This shit looks heavenly. This I would pay $27 for. Not that shark shit that broad, that witch fucking put out there in Houston, getting motherfuckers sick. But anyway, let's go.
And we just work from there. All right, the bay leaf in. I like to put some of these leaves, these collard greens down. I'll just put this back on the top. We're gonna let this simmer for about 1 hour, right? Now, you guys see I got cornbread right here. I made my cornbread yesterday. Tomorrow I'm getting ready to do my cornbread dressing. Listen, I done read all the comments. Your boy got you covered for the, holiday, right? So listen, I'll be dropping 5 videos a week, starting today all the way up until Thanksgiving. So I'll see you guys in about 1 hour. Now check this out, folks. I told you 1 hour, that's under a medium flame, but it's really up to you how you guys like the, the texture of your leafy collard green, right? So let's look at it. You see this right here? Ooh, my goodness. You see that? I don't know if you guys can tell. That's kind of like how I like it. You know what I mean? Now, we're not going to go too much more than that right now because this is where I'm going to lose some of y'all. But I got to say this. If you've been with me, you guys, I read the comments and everybody say they make it. They love it. They love what I'm doing. For you guys that like eat with your eyes, this is where I'm going to lose you. You remember that shrimp? Check this out. We only going to go in about 10 more minutes. It's up to you how much of this shrimp you put in there. But this is no different than doing like a chicken, chicken, sausage and chicken, gumbo, right? But you got to put this in here. You guys got to just trust me. I saved the best for last, oh my goodness. And you put in as much as this as you would like. I'm going to put it in like that. And remember, I didn't do no seasoning, so it's like naked flesh. It's super absorbent. And you see the color of this right here. Man, I really don't have nothing to say. I mean, you guys seen it. I'm prepared to hear all of the comments. I'm going to be reading them all. You know what I mean? But if you see that right there, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, folks, so after looking at all of that, this is the ooey. You see it. I know some of y'all are just doing everything with your eyes. Listen, your boy AB has never, ever steered you guys wrong. Hey, I'm not finna over-talk it. It done cooled enough. I done made this a star with that camera. Cheese and cheers. I almost really don't want to wipe my mouth because I'm ready to get back in here and get me some. Check it out. Gumbo greens, the new way. Listen, this is what you're going to serve on Thanksgiving Day. Probably when you make these, you'll probably never make regular collard greens ever again. Now, don't forget, check my website out, Smoking and Grilling with AB. That's WITAB.com, for the printable recipe. I'm kind of like rushing through this because you know what? I'm ready to eat, folks. Talk to me down in the comment section below. And guess what, folks? You finna look at this cutting board because your boy is out. Peace.
Hey, check this out. That motherfucker did that. Shitted all over so-called mama nose. Fuck. That shit's crazy. But anyway, we about to get into some other shit. Because y'all saw the motherfucking y'all saw the thumbnail. It is what it is with that, but just to let you know, Mama Knows don't know what the fuck she doing with that shit. That's why all them motherfuckers get sick. But anywho, let's continue on because, hey, you started from the bottom, now we here. We started from the bottom, now we here. Michael B. Jordan started from the bottom, now we here.
Michael B. Jordan.
The thing that hurts from it, because I was defending him a lot. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
You sure about that?
Oh, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan. To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshots in the hood. We lived in Newark. Yeah. Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
Gotcha, bitch.
Congratulations. Woo, East Coast. Just a real quick question. Lori Harvey, how you doing? Has anyone checked on her? Did someone check on her, please? Is she all right?
I'm here to tell you right now.
We do not care.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Who's advocating for the average man?
Wait a minute.
Fuck you mean?
Y'all saw that, right?
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So a lot of you people have blown me up about this Michael B. Jordan situation. To be honest with you, I was a little hesitant to react to it, given the fact that one of the videos in particular that was sent by me, that was sent to me, should I say, by the content creator Dating Right, who I know watches and supports the channel. He even said I was a big part of the reason why he started his channel, so salute to him, because he's getting very close to that infamous 100K, which is definitely hard to reach. I think he need about 6,000 more. But I'm like, most of y'all that watch me, watch him, and if you don't, I'll definitely be leaving in the link in the description. And then I also got a video sent to me from River TV covering it, and I figured this would be a really good time to cover both, because she covered the part about the woman that was supposed to be the quote-unquote bully in high school and teased him. And Dating Right, he kind of covered the Lori Harvey aspect of it. So I wanted to bring both of them together on this channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
And the Oscar goes to... Yeah!
Wait, the speech. The speech. The top.
And the Oscar goes to... Oh my God,
Lord, I know he's scared.
And the Oscar goes to Michael B. And the Oscar goes to...
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Michael. Michael.
Hey, let's give a shout out to Michael B. Jordan for winning the Oscar the other night. You talk about getting the ultimate revenge on people. And this won't be no glaze session, but this should be motivation for men, for the simple fact that when a woman try to break up with you or leave you, telling you that you're not enough for her or she can do better than you, don't chase her, just let her go. Then you put your head down and just focus on your craft and on your work, because success is always going to be the best revenge.
And can I?
Because the wildest thing that happened when Michael B. Jordan and this whatever you want to call her, left her because she left him. She said he couldn't do for her what she wanted. And then afterwards, Lori Harvey, right? I forgot her name for a second. She put out there all kind of negative bullshit. And then everybody else followed behind it. Like, yeah, girl, you could do better, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, you didn't deal with Future before you got with Michael B. Jordan. You didn't dealt with other rappers and other industry people in the industry before you had got with Michael B. Jordan. What you say though? You said another talk show showed in the world's problems with nothing actually being achieved. First world problems. What? What are you talking about? Scott Truth. I mean, I get that you saying you got truth at the end of your name, but what are you talking about? Okay, I mean, I'm gonna let you have that. But what are you talking about? What is your point? I'm not mad at you for making your comment. Thank you for coming on the platform. But what's your point right there for that? What I'm saying is that this lady didn't take him for the worth that he was striving to be. She didn't respect him for what he was striving to become. Okay? So with that being said, once he left that situation, he didn't talk bad about this girl. Why should he? She said enough. Let them talk. Let them talk. They talked about Christ. But at the same time, keep grinding. And now look at them.
I just say that because I didn't like what I was seeing in his comment section because there was a bunch of people, oh, why is you giving Lori Harvey shine? How in the hell was Lori Harvey given any shine in this situation? She's just a part of the equation of motivation. That's all this is. Motherfuckers getting in their feelings too much. But let's keep it moving. Cause I don't want to see that shit in my comments. I'm gonna delete that shit right now. I don't give a fuck how you feel.
Congratulations. Woo, East Coast. Just a real quick question. Lori Harvey, how you doing? Has anyone checked on her? Did someone check on her, please? Is she all right?
I'm not trying to be a hater because we don't know the full situation, but Lori Harvey really, really fumbled.
Well, if you think she fumbled, then you know the situation. He wanted to marry her. She said no, and I think the big part of the reason why is more than likely due to the same reason why Dak Prescott can get married. And Michael B. Jordan knew he was still ascending. Come on now. We know who Lori Harvey mom is. Oh, I forgot. I can't call her Lori Harvey either because I saw that in the comments because she just stole that name from Steve Harvey for clout. Not that I disagree, but it's like, goddamn, bro.
Michael B. Jordan. Like I said, we don't know the situation. I don't know that either of them. It might have been bad. Who knows? But if the rumors are true, she really fumbled. Every video I see of him around women, he's so polite. He's so lovely. If I had Michael B. Jordan, trust, you would never hear a word from me again.
Okay, so we all know Sinners is trending. We all know that Michael B. Jordan is everywhere. And I just wonder
if Lori Harvey feels like she fumbled by not, continuing the relationship with this man, by breaking up with this man. And honestly, watching him, y'all, not even just in the movie, but like seeing him in interviews and seeing him like, his daily like little life, like all the little, like I said, interviews and shit, it's like, damn, he proposed to this girl and she told him no.
Who keep on talking shit about Lori Harvey on behalf of Michael B. Jordan. Shut the fuck.
Well, I'm not going to do that because I definitely have a point to make. Let me tell you something. Whether he dropped her, she dropped him, the relationship is over and he's winning. I was literally about to put a comment under Essence's post this morning of him winning his award, and I was going to say, you see what happens when you get rid of something, even if the things get rid of you. The man has been winning. That man has been winning. He is in his winning season, okay? Several awards.
Hold on, do y'all see that? It says Michael B. Jordan reportedly ignored ex Lori Harvey's calls and texts after she tried to congratulate him on his Oscar wins.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and that man staying on code. He said, nah, I'm good, G. You can congratulate me from over there. Damn right.
All right. Yeah, she got a man. Her man is definitely handsome. But we know that man for being Franklin Saint. He ain't been anything else since then. I mean, he has a movie coming out, but come on. Michael B. Jordan has been played plenty of people since then. Matter of fact, the awards he's winning now is because he played too. I think people overthink Lori Harvey. It's like, she shouldn't even be that she's pretty. That's it.
Is it a fumble? Is it really like a fumble? I mean, yeah, because it's Michael B. Jordan. I get it. I didn't know she dated Diddy. I didn't know that was her. I didn't know she dated him. See, I don't know.
Yeah, she also dated his son. And y'all still worship her like she's some damn saint just because she can walk away from a Michael B. Jordan. Now look at the situation. Now all of a sudden y'all looking at her different because he won a damn Oscar. And this is the whole point of this video, bro. This is why we keep telling men to work on themselves, bro, and focus on themselves and not women. This is, if anything, Michael B. Jordan winning the Oscars is proof of that, bro. Because look how all the women are responding to it. That's why I want people to pay attention.
And this is why my man right here, Rome, just said, what Kevin said, what Patrice, many other brothers have said, get yourself together first. Stop chasing after tail. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting tail. There's nothing wrong with turning them up and flipping them up like a Louisiana pizza on a hot summer night. But get your shit together first. There's nothing more satisfying than a brother that got his shit together. There's nothing more, what's the word I'm looking for? There's nothing more strong, nothing more concrete than a man that has his shit together. Because why? You can't fucking dictate his faith. No one on the outside can dictate a man's position or direction when he has his shit together. It's either you deal with him, you like what he's doing, or you don't. But guess what? If you don't rock with what he's doing and you move around, it's not going to affect his movements. I know so many women out here want to say that they the boss bitches. They a queen. They run the world. Y'all listen to Beyonce and all them other motherfuckers. But let men leave y'all alone to see how far y'all go. And I'm not saying this to hate on women. I'm saying this to put awareness on the women that think like that. If you don't want to be under the provision and the protection and the structure of a man, then go ahead on and be by yourself. See how far that gets you. You are not Wonder Woman. You are not an Amazonian. Because y'all call yourselves stallions. So that's an oxymoron all in itself. When y'all really understand the true structure of life, then you'll be better off in life. It's God, the man, the woman, and the children, and everything else afterwards. You don't believe that? Then keep being the boss bitches that y'all claim that y'all are. Keep thinking that y'all this big mama, sexy red face ass, keep thinking all this other stupid shit that y'all, proclaim in this modern time. Keep doing that. See how far that gets you. I'm already hearing stories about Krishan Rock breaking down because she getting so much flack because, yeah, you fucked up your child's life. And he got to live with that. Hate to say it. Don't be surprised if 20 years from now, he's the reason for her demise. I'm just saying. Don't think that you women out here that think that y'all can do everything by yourselves without the provision and protection of a man and the structure of men is going to do anything positive. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Your beehives, your yin yangs, your Kit Kat crews, it's not gonna work. Y'all can slap each other's asses till the sun go up. You can scissor each other into the end of time. After a while, that's going to end bad too. But what do I know? I just watch shit and I just scratch at things. I'm just a poor boy from the Black Bottom Broadcast trying to make my thing happen. But whatever.
Pay attention to. Quit worrying about, oh my God, Lori Harvey is getting shine. And I'm like, dude, if anybody been watching him, we've been watching Michael B. Jordan since he was a kid. We've practically watched this man grow up. Come on now.
I know a lot about Lori Harvey. I don't, but I didn't know she dated Diddy. I didn't know that. These relations, I think she's that girl in the industry that it's like a fly girl. She's well known because they said her thing was model actress. And I'm like, what movies is she playing?
I'm not a hater and I'm not trying to be messy or nothing. But in the back of my mind, I really am thinking about how Lori.
Man, fuck Lori Harvey. She's a slut that came from a slut that's using the name of fucking Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey only got with the mama because the mama used to be a drug dealer bitch girlfriend, but the motherfucker got locked the fuck up. So when she was washed, she got with Steve Harvey's simp fucking face ass, and her daughter, that's just like her, took on Steve Harvey's name. Just call it for what the fuck it is, man. Them bitches was opportunists. And they wanted to latch on to something. Steve Harvey wasn't popping back when Lori Harvey's mother was out there and about when she was young and spry. So she wasn't checking for that man. She bent the block. He took the bait, and now he's stuck. Hell, y'all do remember that the guy that used to be with her that finally got out of prison talked about this. You don't believe me? Look it up. He told y'all how Lori Harvey's mother really was, how reckless she was, how foul she was. But that's Steve Harvey's wife? Good luck, bro. I hope when you wrote your will and your last whatevers that you do the right thing and put shit in the right direction and not give it to that motherfucker. Because she's only there to take your money. But, hey, what do I know?
Harvey feels right now. Like, to see Michael B. Jordan and all his success right now, and he's on the way to probably winning an Oscar, it's like, girl, what were you thinking? Like, I understand being young. I just looked it up, and like they're like 10 years apart in age. And, you know, it was saying like he was trying to like marry her, get engaged or whatever, and I guess she didn't want to do all that. It comes to a point where it's like, girl, I get it. There are other fishes in the sea. But baby, you gotta know a shark when you see one.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, it ain't a whole lot of Michael B. Jordans out there, and when men like myself was reacting to that breakup, who do you think was coming to Lori's defense? I'm like, now all of a sudden, all these women are over here like, oh, you fumbled. Like, see, and y'all wonder why we keep telling y'all to find a man on his way up. But see, y'all don't want to listen to us though. Now look how all these women talk.
The misconception that was out there.
And I've never bullied him. That just sounds so outrageous to me. Like me bullying Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have heard about this before?
And check this out. And this for all you young brothers that has ascended. Stop thinking that these women, when you already done glowed up, that's the term that y'all use right now. But stop thinking that these women, once you done already got there, they wasn't there at the beginning when you just was nothing. When you was eating oodles and noodles every goddamn day and pork and beans and motherfucking whatever the fuck was going on before you elevated yourself. Don't think that them women that come in your face when you at that level give a fuck about you. Because they don't. They don't. I respect the women that stood by the man when they didn't have shit, man. I respect those that no matter what was going through in your life, in your trials and tribulations, they never gave up on you. Those the ones you're supposed to respect more. Not a bitch that just came about once you rich and already got your shit. No, that motherfucking woman that actually saw you when you was eating pork and beans out of a fucking can before you even fucking heated that shit up. That woman that saw you living in a rental room situation with a bunch of drug addicts. That woman that really, no matter what the fuck you did in your own bullshit, still never gave up on you. That's that woman that you're supposed to keep by your side. Because she won't betray you. It doesn't matter how she looked in other people's eyes. It didn't matter that she didn't have the best body. It didn't matter if she had the whatever fucking bullshit that social media and all this shit's all about. How did she treat you? And y'all might have had y'all ups and downs. Y'all might have had y'all ins and outs. But did she stay? Did she stay? Did she stay by your side? That's what you brothers need to really realize. That's what you brothers really need to understand. Did she stick with you through all that shit? Even with all your shortcomings? And still showed you honest love and respect. Sometimes we can be disrespectful. Sometimes we'll say some shit that's fucked up out of the heat of the moment. But did she really leave you alone? Y'all got to think about that. Y'all got to really think about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my rant, but I gotta look at this bum bitch right here that really wanted to shit on Michael B. Jordan because she knew him from high school, and now she's trying to double back like she didn't like shit on his name. But anyway, let's go.
For this, he's heard numerous people probably call him this before, and it just went totally left. I didn't expect it to go like that.
Now, we already know people don't go out on platforms or do interviews unless they're getting some kind of negative backlash, right? Like if everybody supported her in what she was saying and she wasn't getting no negative backlash, she wouldn't have talked about it again. It would have been what it was, right? But because of the influx of people calling her out for that behavior, she was trying to, save face in terms of the situation.
Do feel like he took everything out of it. It gave the Will Smith thing where it's like, this is not something we haven't heard, right? I just never said it. I've defended him numerous times just because of the fact that I did have a rapport with him.
She then went on to, very recently, a couple of days ago, she went on to a podcast and talked about it again because it's almost like every single time Michael B. Jordan is winning in any kind of facet, they're going to go back over there and be like, aha, gotcha. They're always going to keep throwing it in their face. So again, she went on a podcast and this is what she had to say in regards to the situation all over again.
Look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
And you ain't even in a position to make that type of assessment, because we can say the same thing about how on your thoughts about Kevin Samuels. You and all them bitches on Queen and Cocktails or whatever the name of that damn show is.
It's crazy.
Now, obviously, I'm not in her, Instagram DMs or whatever. I don't know what people are saying that are worse or whatever. I just feel like people like when there is a satisfactory story, right? Like people like when, some people who, hated on you or spoke down against you or thought you wouldn't be anything or tried to diminish you end up seeing your glow up. Like people like to see that kind of revenge. And so in this situation, she's saying that she is now kind of like the victim in this situation because her calling him corny or the conversation.
How are you a victim when in many different videos y'all express that he was corny. He wasn't the average thug. He wasn't a statistic in the world. He really had a fucking agenda and he had ambition. And y'all didn't see it. Yeah, he was with Lori Harvey. Yeah, he dated white women before he got with Lori Harvey. Okay, it is what it is. When you're young and you're out here and you're not, trying to really, be settled and whatever, and you're still striving for your goal, you're gonna run across certain situations and spaces and places in life. That's just how it is, especially for a young man. So y'all gonna like knock him for that? He stayed the course. This man played in a movie of a dual character, but it was the same character in him. And after a while, y'all thought it was two totally different people. That's talent, man. How many actors can do that? How many? Now y'all all on this Johnson. All you motherfuckers is doubling back. Once he got that so-called pinnacle of an award. And I'm not shitting on that because hey, that's the highest of the heights. You get an Oscar, you on your shit, man. You didn't did that. How many blacks have gotten that award over history? Not many. It ain't even 10. It's not even 10 in history of the black community that's actually gotten that award. Best actor? Best lead? No, fuck supporting actor. Best lead actor? 6 black men in history has gotten that award. And how long the movie's been moving in? Over 100 years or more. Over 100 years. You know how rare that is? Yeah, that bitch hate. That bitch is fucking pissed. But you deal with that other African motherfucker, whoever you fucking with. Go on, stay with him. Stay with him. He's a half-ass actor too. He's not very good. He's okay, but he's not good. I don't even remember his name. Aldris, some bullshit. He ain't the other person that has a similar, namesake of him. He's just the younger version of a bum. But yeah, y'all, y'all trying to double back. Y'all trying to give him his flowers now. But y'all didn't give a shit about his rise. And he's been in this shit since he was a child. Now y'all want to give him his flowers? Y'all fake as fucking a $3 bill. Y'all fake as fuck. And a lot of y'all are doubling back on y'all statements that y'all said years ago about him. Why? Stand on that. Y'all said he was corny. You said he was lame. Ain't nothing wrong with being that. There's nothing wrong with being a lame, corny motherfucker. You know what that does? That keeps you focused. That keeps you out of bullshit. And that eventually gets you to a higher position. So fuck them all. Leave them where the fuck they at. Definitely proud of that, brother. I just watched that movie again last night, and I understood why he got that award. Because he played the shit out that character, out of both of them. And he was only one, but he played two. That's some difficult shit.
Conversation was never that deep or that serious.
It makes sense. And you didn't even say, and no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was in your friend.
Now, the audio in question is actually from a previous podcast that L'Oreal did with her friend. And they were talking about Michael B. Jordan being in a relationship with Lori Harvey at the time. And basically the narration behind that conversation was like, oh, you know, of course he treats Lori good and he showers her with flowers because he's corny. So I actually have a clip of the audio. I'm going to put it up so you guys can hear the conversation.
I really think deep down inside, I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
Right, but y'all never pick them first. And y'all wonder why all y'all are getting backlash for this. This is exactly why, but y'all fucking slow.
Y'all on the slow list too. It give autism a little bit. Yeah, you need to go get checked out by them people.
Now, the person who used the terminology corny in that conversation was not L'Oreal herself. It was, again, her co-host, her friend. And, you know, she went out on different public platforms and was like, hey, you know, it was me who called him corny. It was me, whatever. I still stand by it. It is what it is.
L'Oreal really wasn't the one who called him. I actually was the one who said that on our podcast that we had about 2 years ago.
Do you feel bad about it now? Now you're seeing the backlash on social media. Does Diva even care?
Absolutely not.
So you don't feel bad? No apology?
Why would I feel bad?
The thing that gets me with these kind of conversations is that when women are the ones who, if somebody called a girl corny, right? If somebody walked around and was like, Zendaya's corny, right? I'm just using her for example. If somebody was like, oh yeah, if a guy that she went to high school was like, oh yeah, everybody knows Zendaya's corny, or everybody knows Zendaya whack. Women would be outraged. How dare he? Oh my gosh, they would flip the internet upside down. So, but when it comes back to them, again, because women feel that women are above reproach, that you can say anything, you can do anything, you can disrespect anybody, you can humiliate anybody, and, you know, there should be no recourse for your actions. They don't understand what the big deal is. Like, all of a sudden, all logic goes out the window, and they have no idea why, you know, calling him corny at the height of certain levels of his success at the time was such a problem. She then went onto her social media at that time, and she had posted these stories that says, any black man that dates white women is corny to me, shrug emoji. I guess that PR relationship with Lori helped y'all forget, but I didn't.
Well, contrary to what the fuck this Brahma Bull had to say, there are actually some white women in today's society that actually respect the plight and the struggle of the black man. On top of the fact that they look at them on other aspects, but that's another story for another time. So I'm not even about to talk about that. But their race, the Marisols, the Mailings, the Rajes, you know, that actually look at black men in a different light other than, in the words of my man AC, you know, you Keishas. I'm keeping it cute right now tonight. I'm trying to not be so abrasive because I know I done heard that I just get a little bit too like over the top. and I'm sorry that you bitches, feel that way, but it just is what it is, because a lot of you black bitches is bitches, and you need to get called out for what the fuck y'all are, because you was raised by a bitch and your bitch ass mama was raised by another bitch ass bitch, and none of y'all know nothing about fucking structure and just knowing how to shut the fuck up. And I know sometimes y'all just love to talk. Y'all love to talk. Y'all love to fucking bullshit. Y'all love to fucking raise y'all voice. Y'all love to holler. Y'all love to scream. I'm the type of motherfucker, I'll be ready to like the judo chop the fuck out your ass. But I'm trying my best to not be like that, because I'm trying to be better in life. But sometimes some of you ladies need to get like humbled in the worst way. And I think the best way and the worst way that y'all need to get humbled is a judo chop dead in your throat. Like, and not even your throat, like your shoulder blade. Like you just say, bah! This chop them. You'll shut the fuck up real quick. But that's just me. But let me go on. Let me shut up.
Yeah, but the fact that you said that and then proceeded to double down and say you don't feel bad, and then you posting shit like that lets us know what type of black woman this is.
She then posted another post that says the blogs only post half BS. And it was a quote of what she was saying about him and being the nice, corny guy dating Lori Harvey. And then she put at the bottom, they mad at L'Oreal when it was me who called him corny. What's so crazy to me is like, she was trying so hard during that time to have a moment and have the highlight be on herself, and nobody looked her way. Like, that is so funny to me. Like,
Yeah, because I had no idea that it was somebody else that said it, or that she was even involved in that conversation in that manner. But what I will say is, I think the reason why she probably didn't get the attention is because you weren't the woman that said you went to high school with this boy and pretty much confirmed what she said, and which is what River is going to show y'all here in a minute.
she was like, everybody look at me. It was me who called him corny. It was me. It was me. It was me. And everybody was like, yeah. So anyways, L'Oreal, like nobody, they were paying her dust at the moment. Right. And so up until now, L'Oreal is still getting flack for that situation. And, even though L'Oreal at the time wasn't the one who called him corny, during that podcast, in the continuation of the conversation, this is what she also said in that moment.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan. To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark. Yeah. Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him. Like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
So, okay, even with the context, right, of the conversation and what was said from her portion, whether she was the one who used the term corny or not, and her friend was, whatever, you still were making fun of him for pursuing his dreams at a young age. And you even, having to say yourself, well, now look at him, shows that you were opposing, all the good things that he was doing. And now you are watching his glow up, his win, his successes right in front of your face, which means that even though you weren't the one who said corny, that people are still, they have some kind of space to be like, ha, you was clowning him. You was clowning his headshots. You was, laughing at his name. Now his name resounds around the place as an Oscar winner.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan.
Now what's funny is she was like, oh, he was no Michael Jordan. And it's funny because Michael Jordan actually lost so much before he became arguably one of the best NBA players of all time. And Michael B. Jordan, right, named after him, it's so funny to me because he kind of has that same, you know, aura going on where he's been in, you know, trying in the industry for a long time since his teen years. And he is absolutely winning, becoming, obviously, based off of the Oscars, one of the best actors of all time.
And check it out. He earned it. He didn't cut corners. He didn't cheat the system. He didn't try to kiss no ass. And anybody in the world, and let this be known, anything worth having takes work. It takes persistence. It takes consistency. Getting that shit overnight, you know, like the Sexy Reds, the Cardi B's, all these other bullshit artists that's out here in the world. Yeah, some of them might have some kind of notoriety, but deep down, and when it's all said and done, some of them got to do things above their pedigree. Some of them have to do things that goes against morality, and you don't never want to be in that kind of position. You don't. Now, don't get me wrong. This whole entertainment thing is some fuck shit all in itself. The Oscars, music, all that. You know, I mean, acting. You know, the music industry it's all bullshit. It's all political to a degree, but certain people out of all of that bullshit and that noise can still shine in a certain way. So you got to give them they flowers. And I appreciate those that really do it the right way. Now, who knows? He might be on some other bullshit behind the scenes. That's not my issue. That's not my problem. That's not my place to even try to put out there. And who cares? What I respect is that a person that had a vision, that had a desire, that had a goal, reached as high as he can go. And he probably wasn't even trying to get that high. He probably wasn't. All he wanted to do is be respected in his craft. And there's nothing wrong with that. When I did everything that I did in my lifetime before now, in my younger years, whether it was sports, whether it was my music, I just wanted to be respected in my craft. I didn't care what you thought about me as a person. Just respect me in my craft. And I was fine with that. Those that doubted me and those that doubted him, you know what, this ain't even about me. So let me get me out the equation. I'm sorry. Because I can do a whole podcast about the doubts in my life up until now. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even the conversation right now. We're talking about this right now. So it's all about my bro. For those that doubted him, now they doubling back. Now they're like, oh shit, he won an Oscar. Yeah, that's the highest of the heights when it comes to acting. Like, real talk. There's nothing higher. You anytime you talk about that man's name, Oscar winning award, Michael B. Jordan. there's no way around it now. He didn't cemented himself in fucking the folklore of history of all the others over the last 100 years. How many people can say that? Only 6 black men has taken that award. And he's one of that number. How many can say that? That's powerful. That is powerful. I am so proud of that brother. I'm so proud that he decided to stay on his purpose, regardless of what he wanted. Because sometimes our wants are not the ends of our needs. Sometimes you have to let certain things go to elevate yourself to a higher level. You know, sometimes you have to go against the grain to get to a higher plane. Bars. Clip that. But anyway, with that being said, it's 1:45 in the morning. We've been doing what we've been doing for over 3 hours, almost 4. I didn't realize. I'm sorry, y'all. I try not to be out here too long. And I know I had some other shit that I was going to talk about, but I'm not even about to do that right now because I could do that on the next show. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. You know, like I said, tonight, I didn't want to even be on camera. But y'all know who I am. Y'all done see what the fuck I look like. So y'all need to see me every damn time I'm on this damn platform. You know. But I want you to really live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. You are here at the Black Bottom Broadcast. Man, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are new, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to come checking me out. Come check me out. You know, you might get a little something behind it. You might chuckle a little bit. You might get a little knowledge about what I'm doing. But if nothing else, I always try to bring it real, have grown folks conversations, and have fun doing it. But with that being said, hey, until next time, we are gone.